Hello and welcome to a very public spanking off. And tonight our topic is the power of moving things with your mind. Telekinesis. Joining me as usual is Jason with a D and By Night Atticus.
Hello!
Hello!
Oh, I thought you weren't on. I was gonna do your voice.
Hi, my name is Atticus.
Hi, I'm Finite Atticus. Fuck you. Kill that person.
And don't forget to make them suck my dick.
Suck my dick and then kill that guy.
Or kill that guy and then suck his dick.
You sound like a Roman emperor.
Oh, okay.
Right, and our guest host won't be with us for a couple of hours because he's working. But when
Boo.
he'll be it's CobraJones, aka YouHadMeAtHayek. So,
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Selma Hayek. You had me at Selma Hayek. I get it.
Well, you'd have me at Selma Hayek, that's for damn sure.
You don't have me. I'll watch her movie. She's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her in Dogma.
Right. So, for all those who don't know how to do telekinesis, the first video is going to be a tutorial for you.
Ooh.
Part 1 for beginners. Unfortunately, I couldn't find part 2, so you're only getting part 1.
Are we
Then
beginners?
I'll only know how to pick something up with my mind and not be able to put it down again.
If it was your child, that would suck.
That's like learning half the force.
Our energy and creator of HowToTelekinesis.com.
Wait, I need shit to do this?
Did it just say aluminum foil?
Yes,
did.
it said aluminum foil, feathers, and I think low self-esteem.
Namaste. This is Trevor 7, student of AvatarEnergyMaster.com and creator of HowToTelekinesis.com.
There you go.
Feathers, rock.
Oh,
Why
wow.
are there asterisks?
So I got to bring in AC/DC?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's bad.
Let's listen to Welcome to the Jungle instead.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games.
Oh, wait, what is he doing? Whoa, slow down, dude!
It's all right.
Was he
No.
trying to brainwash us?
I think so, but it's not subliminal if you see it.
No.
I don't think people understand that.
Basically, he's saying that he's magnetic.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, we are, but not to the point in which it makes any fucking difference.
That's what I mean.
Do a little 10-minute video.
We're
so
electromagnetic in a way, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and at least read step 1, 2, and 3 and get a basic understanding of how I do telekinesis. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is not the way to do telekinesis. This is a way to do telekinesis. Okay?
Oh, I wanted the way, buddy, not a way.
A lot of people learn how
Oh,
to
wow.
Come on.
Really?
So your friend blew on it off camera? Okay.
He blew on it. Are you kidding me?
guidance. We'll have you moving stuff.
Are you alright, Monkey Tail?
And rest
I'm
assured,
fine.
everyone can
Is he still showing us the same fucking thing?
not only
Hey, the beach on
I
that is-
am not
oh, wow.
impressed. If Yoda showed Luke this, I would get back in my ship and fly off of Dagobah. Yeah, you blew it. He's blowing it over with his nostrils.
one of the things I would highly recommend to someone wanting to learn telekinesis is to watch a lot of telekinesis.
See, I was accusing somebody else. I
This
guess that
is
makes me a bad
not
person.
impressive at all.
Fake, okay?
Hey, what I would like to see him do is twist his own nipples with his mind. Come on, man. Take off
Ladies
your
and gentlemen, the worst X-Man.
Would you please get out of my school?
Do you think this ever got him laid? Like, hey, ladies, I'm gonna break out a rock and a feather.
I don't know.
You can
Yeah. What is that? What is that? Is it a rock?
That's a
oh, it's a
giant
rock.
crystal.
Yeah. Oh,
Now that's a kidney stone.
Yes, I will
Oh, wow.
consider.
Is that the kind that comes out of your ass?
We've seen that done in
The
basically.
thing is, what you're seeing is
and
there was a
actually you
piece
can
of
teach
string
people
on his
without the
hand.
Use of telekinesis. So we're just going to
It's
skip
fishing
right over
line
that
he's got in
and
his
get into
hand.
that
It's
problem.
connect-
You also.
I want to say that is incorrect because if he really had that, he would be doing far more amazing things
Balancing and bonding.
than knocking over a feather that is going to fall over from just general air currents anyway.
Wait, do you have to salute it first?
Yeah.
Rectangular.
And then you fold
Okay.
it. Okay.
I believe that Penn and Teller would punch this guy in the cunt.
don't compliment the man by making us believe that he has such a wonderful organ on his body.
Examine it very closely.
They would punch him in his tiny, tiny shriveled penis.
Right. On his penis divot.
Flick it, pluck it, whatever you got to do. Just
That's what she said.
balance it. And,
You're balancing it on your finger.
Yeah, this is not telekinesis. This is... You know what? I don't even think that's really his hand. I think someone's under the table.
They are. They're doing something other than just helping him with that trick.
Toss it back and forth. Get used to how
Is he smelling it?
Did he just smell it?
your ear.
He's listening. This is a Poe. This guy is fucking... This can't be real. He did not just flick it to hear it.
All this stuff is relevant. Basically, we're just trying to be a human.
No, it isn't. Nothing you do is relevant.
Information about that piece of foil in our head as possible.
Setting threshold. So you folded it.
I want you to open the foil up just as far as you possibly can.
Okay, you did that with your finger, though. That's the thing.
Okay, let me get this straight.
Able to touch this foil.
It's not actually bent. It's only bent to just barely stand up.
Guys, blink too hard. We want that thing to fall over. Okay, we're just learning, so we want to make this.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Computer setup in your mind. Acquire empathy. In other words, refer back to all that information you just observed.
Yeah, you know what? Just waving your hand. Yeah. The air from your hand is knocking it over.
Stick with pushing, but I've done one pull so people can see that it's not just air.
I think I saw Kane in Kung Fu do this too.
Stay focused on push.
Except he did it much cooler. Like he knocked people over.
No, this. Oh my god.
Acquire empathy. In other words, we imagine how it would feel to be that piece of foil. We imagine we look for that foil to fall over. Then we take that imagery and place the energy in our hand along with the imagery, and then we project that.
Oh, it didn't work. Look at that.
So he blew it. He snorted. Can you see his nostrils? There's a
Yeah,
split
he's
second.
snorting. He starts out and then falls over.
Air that's moving it, whatever. We're training. We're getting our brain used to seeing it. And once you get pretty good at that, we'll stop.
Visualize the movement of the tinfoil. Be the tinfoil. Love the tinfoil. Do not make it into a hat.
You may notice before.
Insert the tinfoil up your Jap's eye.
The foil will begin to twitch a little, or it may like a shivering motion or something.
Oh my god.
And then his children come in and they're like, Dad,
Of the
can you
foil.
please come?
Don't honor this man by having had offspring.
You know
If he had-
No. This person definitely had children. You know that.
When you
Think about it the way I'm putting it.
feels like it'll start to move. And,
Balancing. Oh, fuck you.
okay, so there's some cool practice. And then another great
that's
one,
the
and I
feather.
found this to be very easy, was the feather. Everyone can find a feather, surely.
You
Yes,
need,
thank you
is it-
for showing us that it's a real rock and a real feather.
did he like chase a pigeon around and then just pluck feathers out of it for this? It's cooking in the oven right now.
Ridge, so to speak.
At least you got some good use out of your
And then
fucking
we're going
bird.
to do the same thing. We acquire empathy with the
I've
feather.
never eaten pigeons.
Oh, hold on.
And then I like to look at it.
Hold on a second. I don't know if this is video quality or what. But if I go back a bit, I think I've seen some
Something
string.
that has a sort of a flat edge on the very top of the ridge, so to speak. And then we're going to do the same
What's
thing.
with the music?
Yeah, no, it's like from a 1950s
Yeah.
educational film.
Always put
Do
it on
you
my-
like your wife staying inside of the house all the time? Yay!
Make sure
That's
You
how
know
they
what
always
would
go.
be faster to balancing that feather without using your mind would just he spends 19 minutes.
attaches a feeling to the action when you have to find the balance point of something.
Tired of your old telekinesis?
And then after you get it set up, calm
This
your
will
mind,
bring the babes in.
concentrate on
Oh
what.
my gosh.
And like I said, as always, acquire empathy with the feather. And just think, you don't have to think about tearing it down. Just think about how it feels balanced on there. And you'll notice that
I want him to be able to kill someone with his mind, and that's never going to happen.
Rip them apart atom by atom like Jean Grey.
So practice this, setting it up.
He has a really boring voice.
The more you handle that feather, the better. Actually.
This is how he spends his day.
And I think you'll be surprised.
This was his application.
Notice how he pointed in the other direction and it still fell in the one he wasn't pointing to.
I noticed that.
Guys, so
Would you be surprised if you found out that this guy didn't allow comments?
You've eaten a lot of pastas and breads.
That he what?
Doesn't allow comments.
Energy out
Oh no, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Really? Oh my goodness.
It's always better to work
I would
on
want commentary, especially if this is like he's just faking.
And
it.
you know what would be really funny is the easiest way to test what if he's doing anything is simply put a plate of glass right in front of him and see if if anything happens. Because it is his.
Okay, so we don't.
He's got a fan on.
Feather to do anything.
He's probably got one of those fans that turns round.
Unless we try.
Okay, that is fanning that goddamn feather.
Yeah, the empathy mindset.
Explain to me how this is supposed to be amazing. He's doing more work than if he just reached out and moved it with his hand.
I know.
Imagine
I can move things with my mind. Watch as I flap my arms.
And then use your energy.
Patty cake, patty cake.
He's not. This is.
Okay. So, and I'm dyslexic, so sometimes.
I hope his wife is watching this and weeping. That's what.
Well.
She left him already, dude. That's why
this
said,
is
I'm gonna make. He said, I'm gonna make YouTube videos, honey. And then she's like, I'm leaving.
Your Honor, we would like to play this video before we decide on
Child custody.
alimony and child custody.
Do this hand the feather up on again. And again, this is balancing, of course, but on a different.
He tried to do this with our children in the backyard, guys.
In the upright position.
And then he glued a bunch of feathers onto my head, and then he put me on the slide.
So he has put a feather on point.
If you see me turning my head, what I'm doing is getting a better view of the feather. I can't see much.
No, what you're doing is you're moving your head so you can blow it over.
Yep.
Could lock on it visually to do this.
I want to see somebody's head explode tonight, like in.
Scanners.
Yes, thank you. That I was like, someone's got to bring it because I can't remember the name of the movie.
This is less about telekinesis and more about his inability to balance a feather on its tip.
Visual.
And this is for beginners, remember.
On my website, so if you.
Oh, this is for beginners.
You've got to be kidding me. He's turning. Why a feather, though? Do it with a pencil. I want to see him do it with a pencil.
Did he just honor the feather for falling over? Oh, he's turning it off.
There's some things, some really key important
but
things.
But magnetism wouldn't do that, even if he was able to control magnetism.
And
empathy.
Watching people do telekinesis and following these first few steps I've given you should get your ball rolling and motivation for the.
Wallawaloo! Zingo! Ringo! Jefferson Airplane! I want peanut butter sandwiches!
Well,
someone should pop this guy.
You have some success.
It looks like he's sucking it back up when he does that.
We built this city. That's what he's listening to right now.
This tinfoil won't stay dead.
Share your questions, your comments, your success here on this thread, and
you blocked comments, asshole. How are we supposed to comment on it?
Always more after that. So I'm just kind of putting this out as a feeler to see if this makes sense to people or if it's any help to someone. And,
no, it's not. The feeler? Oh no.
Woe be to anyone where this makes sense to them.
One another. And I wish you the best of luck. I mean, my true intention.
It's not quite water bending, is it?
Learn telekinesis. My website.
No. And I was watching that earlier today. Let's watch that instead.
Have time, please check out
not the movie, the TV show. I mean.
Pick up the tools that you need to do this, and if you put in the time, I assure you.
You have no tools.
Because everyone can do telekinesis.
Maybe he sells a kit that has a piece of tin foil, a feather, and a rock.
Remember, folks, don't go to www.howtotelekinesis.com.
Definitely don't make a fake video where you're like moving cars with your mind above your head. That would blow his fucking mind. He'd be like, oh, I gotta get my rock out. We're gonna have a telekinesis battle.
Watch as I blow over this piece of aluminium.
He's probably a principal at a school. He has that look.
God bless.
Avatar Energy Mastery Institute. So yeah, folks, there is such a place as www.avatarenergymaster.com.
Amy. Avatar Energy Man. Yeah, Amy. If he's an avatar, what is he? A fucking featherbender? Uh-oh. Someone really hates those bottles.
Oh, jeez.
This is Telekinesis, how to manipulate stasis field.
Okay, and none of them have water in them, do they?
No, of course not. They're empty.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Come on, dude. Bring it. What is this person doing?
Wait. Monkey Tail, can you turn it down?
Hydrokinesis? Wait. Are you joking?
That's not pyrokinesis. Oh, okay. That we don't know. We can't explain that one. Anyone can do that.
No, we can explain every single thing that this con artist has done.
And basically train with a stasis field.
And the devices in the back are to strangle the people I hate.
No, those are all of his most precious necklaces hung up on the wall.
Do exactly how I was doing and what was going on.
Well, there's anal beads around his neck. Don't say anything. They're just anal
I'm going to
beads.
go ahead and show you an example real quick. I'm going to turn the fan on, and we're going to go ahead and get this pinwheel moving here.
Sonic Freaks with a P.
Have
Yeah.
an object that's already moving. Basically, what you do is you.
Is he saying that he's turning?
Wait,
that pinwheel?
no. He turned the fan on, and the
that's
pinwheel
already
is
going.
turning.
And I'm going to go ahead and try to do that here real quick.
And notice how the fan disappears out of camera view. Because he's going to stop it with his mind, not by unplugging the fan now that it's out of camera view.
It's an optical illusion. He's made it faster, so it looks like it's turning the other way.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay. No, I know what you mean.
I'm trying to figure out what he did. No, he's going to claim. Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Is that his grocery list up
No,
there?
he's going to say he stops it. Watch. He's going to say, I stopped it with my mind. I don't know what you're doing, dude.
I didn't get it to a complete stop, but I got
It's nice to know that you need a sleep mask.
stop. You can check out some of my other videos on it. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm actually making a connection with the pinwheel, and I can feel the pinwheel spinning in my...
Dude, that pinwheel was made by an underpaid Chinese worker. It has no feelings or emotions.
In fact, it probably has negative feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
And what I do is
The
I
soul of some child who jumped off the building is now trapped in that pinwheel.
forcing the object. Like, I honestly don't even need to use my hands, but it just helps me focus on what I'm trying to do. Basically,
Focus on those nunchucks.
Yeah, I keep thinking, wow, nunchucks. I guess you don't have that much confidence in your telekinetic powers.
Well, if he can pull them off the wall like Neo, that would be awesome.
Fuck it, if he can reach out and grab anything like a fucking Jedi, I would be impressed. But
actually just observe
he couldn't even spin up a pinwheel.
those movements and just focus on that feeling.
How about you just make a film of you doing your martial art? That would be cool.
And what you want to do is
I still want to see him do his hydrokinesis.
That you feel in your third eye
Oh,
shot.
you
yeah,
mean where
water
you wait
bending.
for the wind to blow on the surface of a pond?
It's going to help you
Oh,
a
his
lot,
aerokinesis.
especially if
Yeah, it's windy outside.
He's still talking, but he
right now, because the silo is just moving, in these
Can you
directions.
make people sneeze?
You're using
I'm going to give this guy a little bit of advice.
So it's giving you more different
The hallmark of a con man is the pencil mustache.
different ways.
And you have a pencil mustache.
I definitely recommend trying
At least he doesn't have a douchebag beard. The pencil-thin douchebag beard.
No, he has the douche dusting of a little tiny goatee.
No, I know, but I'm thinking you know what I'm talking about. There's just a thin line across the bottom.
And what you do,
And then he has a car outside with 20-inch dubs and 20-inch speakers in the
This
back.
guy drives an old school Datsun, one of those 280ZXs.
I would drive a car like that.
So would I, but they're hard to find now. But he got his from his mom.
Oh, okay, when she died.
Yeah.
So this is a good way.
Something bad has to happen to him. Come on.
That's pretty much it. I just wanted to make this quick video. Some of you asked me to explain how I do it and everything, and that's how I.
How do you do? I switch on the fan, and that's it, guys. Just
Yeah, I turn on a fan, and then I make an already spinning pinwheel spin.
What I do is I just slow down that spinning.
Dude, you need to claim that $1 million from the Amazing Randy.
Absolutely.
Apparently that's gone up to 10 billion now.
Oh, really? 10 billion?
10 billion, not 10 million.
It's 10 million. That's what I meant to say.
Why doesn't he just cut the contest off and like donate it to kids with cancer or something?
Geeks.4motion.com. I have a link in the description to both.
He probably already does stuff like that. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Leon.
Wait a minute, this shouldn't be in here.
It's the other episode. Let's spank ourselves. Holy
hey,
shit.
how did we get Logic's back? Ah!
This shouldn't be in here. How'd this get here?
I don't know. Because I'm telekinetic and I'm influencing you in Scotland.
So,
I learned a lot from the first video.
This one here.
I can move tinfoil at the shopping at the Shaw's now.
Yeah,
it comes unraveled in the middle of the store.
Since I learned how to manipulate tinfoil, I can unwrap a piece of gum with my mind.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about the protective covering on certain parts of like our shuttles?
No, but I
right?
can unwrap a Hershey's Kiss pretty good.
Oh wait, that's Mylar, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Mylar.
But Mylar is still kind of like tinfoil.
I don't. If tinfoil was involved in the shuttle, I don't think they would say that out loud. This is where we made everything out of tinfoil and cardboard. That's called the heat shield.
I was going to make a tasteless joke, and I'm not going to now, about an event in 1986 that I remember watching live.
You mean the Fuck You Atticus event?
Yes, that one. Fuck you for being 5 years old in 1986. That's what it was.
I was in high school.
High school. Anyway, this was it. This one's called Develop Hypnosis Telekinesis Powers.
Huh?
How come all of them sound like they're in a wind tunnel?
This evening, we will be discussing
It's Harrison Ford again.
about developing telekinetic powers, about developing strong telekinetic powers. My name is Baka David, and this is a very important...
And I chose this hairstyle. Also, I have no ears.
For the entire lecture, and you want to follow up for further information, I recommend that you follow...
You like my hemp necklace? I made it by myself.
You'll find that there is a web link, www.thisispk.org. That's all one word.
Now, do not go to that website.
See that link there, just to follow up for more information for anyone who wants to.
If it still exists.
It is important at the outset.
Was this made when YouTube was first made? Because it looks about that old.
Meant by the term.
It could be. It could have been made yesterday. It just has a crappy camera.
That's true.
But it's really not. When we're using the term telekinetic or telekinesis, we must also know that it is synonymous with the word psychokinesis. Or,
you know what? Why is it that they always feel that they need to verbally explain all of their terms before they can actually start doing shit?
Describe the psychic ability to easily, often effortlessly, and naturally affect
It's an argument from authority.
at any
I
distance
guess so.
using metaphysical thought power. Many people have experienced this mind power already, and
He's
Dude,
waiting.
If you had metaphysical thought power, you wouldn't be making this video into a piece of shit camera sitting on top of your desk in your dingy apartment.
to teach you that it's real, and to
You
direct you where you can get more information, and to help you all to develop the strongest telekinetic mind power as possible.
Mind control?
That modern science has already proven that telekinetic powers are real.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
Research studies from the top universities of science.
Which ones? I want to know which ones.
He said top universities of science.
So there are about like 300 of the. Well, I don't know. Top what? Top 10?
There
or
is
top
no
100?
such thing as a top university of science.
Well, I mean, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was thinking like MIT.
Fuck that. If he's going to make a dumb statement, he has to stick to it. He needs to name one top university of science. I don't think he has a diploma that says, I got a university from the University of Science.
Thing is, when he said top university, I was thinking of the end of the Indiana Jones.
Which Indiana Jones?
Fuck, here we go. Raiders.
Another Harrison Ford reference.
No, I was thinking Raiders, you know, when they put away the Ark.
That was in Area 51.
Well, yeah, they put it away. I don't think in the first one they let you believe that it was Area 51. You just find out that it was Area 51 in the fourth one, which was
And Raiders is like, oh man.
Which was horribly disappointing, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
I minded the entire movie.
It's when he's like, where do you put it? Top men. He's going to look after it. Top men.
Yeah, that's what I like. There's just top men, and then they show it getting wheeled off into, Charles Foster Kane's property room.
I like to think it went into Warehouse 13.
I don't watch that show. Are we really not talking about TV and movies now instead of this video?
Yeah, let's watch Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Conduct involving PK, and they all have the same basic conclusion.
Stop talking and start moving shit with your brain.
Learn more about. In fact, scientists and engineers are taking it so seriously. Governments are taking it.
No, they're not. Who? Name somebody.
For working with your psychokinesis, for amplifying your natural psychokinesis
in
ability.
the 50s.
And for controlling it. For unlimited life.
50s.
I like to take an old-style TV set
or whatever
and pop
necessary
open the tube and stick my finger in it.
And this is particularly common among Russian.
Stand outside in a lightning storm.
He is reading
that
books from the fucking 50s and thinking it's real.
Possessing these psychic powers can immensely benefit human life in unlimited ways. In fact, there's a manuscript, it's a metaphysical manuscript entitled This is PK.
And wait, is the manuscript metaphysical?
Powerful and beneficial information about
yes, it's in his mind.
Yes, you must picture the manuscript before you can read it.
PK, which is totally different and distinct.
He's reading something, though.
Where there's actual
He's talking about L-space.
Well, he probably wrote this out partially, and he's reading it from his laptop.
Okay.
When he's talking about that metaphysical journal there, Jason, he's talking about L-space.
Not mind power.
L-space? There's actually a space for this?
No, the L space is... Never mind. It would take too long to explain it.
No, go right ahead. This is boring.
Okay, good. In the world of Discworld, there is a thing called L space, because in the world of Discworld, books have a certain magical power. And if you put too many together in one place, say a library, it begins to bend space-time. And that bend in the space-time is called L space, or library space. And if you have enough of them together, you can actually travel from one library in one reality or time to another library in time or space. Isn't that more infinitely interesting than watching this boring-ass bald man rattle on about fake shit?
There's already a well-established
Don't
fact
forget
that
the trousers of time.
And don't forget what?
The trousers of time.
Yeah. And also, an orangutan uses it all the time.
Is that from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh, I'm gonna go kill myself. No.
It's only a matter of learning about how to
Sorry if I don't care about psychic shit.
And that is a starting point for a whole new life and a whole new karma. Thanks for your
Do you actually know what karma is, or no? I didn't see him.
Oh, he put that. Was that the whole video?
This is my dorm room.
That was it. No,
he didn't do anything.
I know.
This guy kind of looks like a dwarf.
This guy's got a really wide face.
He's got a wide, round head. And I don't just let him talk.
We
I
have
can't.
to go after his appearance. We have.
If this is another guy who's going to talk about telekinesis again and not fucking do anything, this is going to be a really long night.
I love it.
This is how to do telekinesis. The truth.
Oh, the truth! Oh, thank goodness.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
6 or 7 times now, and
He's going to show us how to move things with our mind.
I've.
What is it? Which keep calm poster is it?
It's Doctor Who.
Because I don't want it to be one of those
Yeah, that's
videos
the TARDIS on top.
cutting back and forth between takes or shots and stuff like that.
Well, he likes Toy Story.
I just want it to be A to B, get my point across, and tell you what.
Now,
Right, so the vibe I'm getting off of this guy is he's old enough to grow a beard, but he's intellectually 10 fucking years old. He dresses like a 10-year-old, he has the likes of a 10-year-old.
And then his mom comes in and says, "It felt good to touch yourself, didn't it?"
No, remember, he's from England, so you have to do the pepper pot.
What are you doing? I told you not to take my camera.
I'm telling people how to move things with your mind, mother.
I don't care about that. Oh, that sounds awful.
Oh, Mom, leave me be.
It's time to eat your boiled pizza.
I want to see him make
I'm sick of boiled pizza. Can we have boiled beer, please?
Can't you boil me a hamburger?
Ah!
And French fries.
I just want to see him make Woody do him up the butt with his mind.
Yeah, so I released like a.
All my friends have boiled French fries.
Ladies and gentlemen, the loneliest man in London.
Live.
I want to see what's in the bookshelf behind him.
Because
Is there a bookshelf behind him?
Is it a bookshelf or a shelf?
kind of nervous.
I hope it's
I don't
all
see that. I
doll.
see an open door with another door
There's
and a closet door
some.
and the
Is
poster.
anybody freaked out by his shirt a little bit?
His shirt is odd.
Oh.
I gave you that shirt for Christmas, now you wear it! Happy Christmas!
I would have been right now, where I am right now, talking to you if that was.
Oh, this is a long video.
How long is it?
I just saw the bar.
Approach, and
It's only been 2 minutes.
everything's resolved. It wasn't.
Move out the way, man. I want to see what's on the shelf or bookshelf
a group
behind you.
or an organisation that said that I couldn't do it.
We know you've got
It was
Woody,
just
and
that-
we know you've got the horse.
It was like a collective from different branches, requested at the time because I was underage. My parents, they spoke
Wait,
to my
he's not from England. What are you talking about?
school. They spoke to a lot of people.
Yes, he is. That's an English accent.
Is it? It's very
What
slight.
I'm really more surprised by is that he said he's underage.
When he was underage.
When he was underage.
It sounded
Yes,
like
he's
we're doing it for my
14 years old.
own risk, my own safety, for other people out there that might want to say.
Oh Christ! Another one of my children is doing stupid shit on video.
But like sort of use me for their own
Oh,
gain.
this one thinks he can do pyrokinesis.
This one thinks he's fucking Harry Potter.
What is that?
So I
That
was requested to
spike in his
stay
hair.
out of
That's
that.
his new name. He's Doughy. He's Doughy bearded Harry Potter.
Then I didn't understand why.
That spike in his
why
hair is
I was being
that's
told not
that's
to.
a- that's
So I
one-
did
that's
make
an
a couple
aesthetic
more
choice.
videos during
He
that
chose
time
that
with
spike
you
in his
and
hair.
some of them.
I think it was supposed to be a mohawk, but not a faux hawk. Is that what that's called?
I think it was
That's just
someone
a
else.
divot.
So
That's just a spike in his head.
Can I hit a golf ball off of it?
Yeah, it was just one of those
It's-
situations where
He chose to do that
I
style.
was not in control of.
It's like Mr.
everything that was
Majika,
going on.
and sadly, no one else will get
It
that.
wasn't just me; it was other people around me.
Excuse me. Do you know that there are actual people outside of your house having sexual relations?
Whereas before, if I hadn't have done this, if I hadn't have for myself,
He's an ugly bastard.
You know, I doubt that they would have been.
He looks like J-Dubs.
So there was a whole lot going
I've
on.
never seen that person.
With
I don't
my
think-
feeling guilty
That's
that
what he looks like.
other people at least didn't,
What is that blue thing?
Okay.
I want to see it.
making me feel that I was to blame. It wasn't
Christ, he's got
until
3 figures from fucking Toy
2
Story.
or 3 years ago where
I'm willing to bet that he has nothing on below his shirt.
trying to suppress me.
He's just oiling himself up down there.
Or going to a lot of
Right, he's got Woody, he's got Bullseye, and he's got what's her face, the female cowgirl.
no,
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's his girlfriend.
I was more than happy to do that at the time.
And well, it looks like a dolly. Right about his neck.
You know what?
Um,
Maybe he thinks that the Toy Story movies are live action with people who have telekinesis moving them around.
I was definitely scrutinized a lot more than other people. I've been approached on the street. I've been
No, they don't. They ignore you.
followed. I've been followed by people, some regular people, some people just saying hi, how are you? And like I'd like that, but other people would
Is he saying that he's been bullied?
that wouldn't
I think
reveal
so.
themselves.
For saying he's got
I would
psychic powers.
definitely say
Which
that
I'm not so
Did he walk up to someone and say he could cure their HIV with it or something? Because then I would understand why you're being bullied.
putting myself in that.
Otherwise, I'd just laugh at him and walk on by.
I definitely felt like I was beginning to be used, if that's the right term, because it wasn't, and I'll get to why I'm really doing
Is this his breakdown video after being bullied in high school?
I definitely felt that I was being
You know, now he's
bullied
old enough that he can actually let it all out.
I think
I can only hope that after making this video, he rewatched it and reevaluated his life.
But he still uploaded it to YouTube, though.
I guess. Yeah.
take what I know,
No, a friend did. And someone was like, "Oh, this is hilarious."
not create.
There's nothing hilarious going on.
Yeah.
Nothing is happening. It's just another stooge sitting there not doing any psychic
I
shit.
don't tell you which organization because it's just one of those things that I think by me making this video right now, I'm already putting myself into some shit. So I want to be careful with what I say
So he's not
But
going to tell us which
I've been
organisation is
sort of given the
headhunting him
green
because
light
it'll be dangerous
now.
for him.
to sort of make whatever I want on the internet. Before, as I said, I was underage when I first made telekinesis videos.
I don't know how to break this to him.
Whoa.
But if he doesn't make a video where he moves shit with his mind, no one is going after him. The implication is just by him saying, I have telekinetic powers, the government's going to scramble.
Well,
Like, alright, we've got to get this bloke before he kills the Queen with his mind powers.
regarding telekinesis or the training of telekinesis.
Where's Rick the Dick when you need him?
You only see
Yeah, fucking James Bond is going to come out of that door and put 2 right in his head.
us and our
Because he's a danger.
that's what my hands were tied.
Sure, motherfucker, I know you want to do it.
Dude, Benny Hill had better mind powers than this dude.
He could speed up time.
Yeah.
Right now where
Actually, he does look a little bit like Benny Hill.
I was kind of hoping that's the nurses.
Maybe they did that photo thing with Benny Hill
was a
that
very
you were talking about earlier.
I called him Ernie.
However, the contract's up now. I had my birthday.
Dude, grow up. Grow up. Put on a grown-up shirt. Take the pictures of the Toy Story characters off your wall.
I'm sort of.
You don't have to lose weight. You're decent looking. You look clean. You look like you've taken a bath.
I really.
And that you know how to shave your neck someday.
Yeah, you've shaved down to your chest line.
I have
Hey.
let you down in the past.
A girl, some girl somewhere, or dude. I'm not gonna,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could be a bear.
I get out of
Yeah. Oh, he'd be really popular.
Oh yeah.
He's got those broad shoulders. He could walk into any bear bar and get a nice otter or a
Get some cubs. Yeah.
get some cubs under it. Yeah.
Why not?
The point is, sad British boy man, is that you don't have to be alone.
That doesn't go up.
You don't have to sit in your house and talk about how you actually believe that your government is coming after you.
Because you talk about having mind power.
No, they would send Austin Powers. That's how bad he is.
Hey, baby, yeah, I'm here to kill you.
And
That's a woman, baby.
doesn't just fly off at the moment.
Do you want to make you horny?
Oh.
Oh, I don't know what the parameters are. I don't know why the ones that
How much longer is this guy gonna keep talking?
I want him to talk to Nephilim free.
I don't.
See, this guy's got it right.
2 days a week.
There's mystical shit going on. Well, he wouldn't say shit, actually, would he?
But yeah, so
No.
I was going to say,
No.
I
Oh, he froze. Thank God. Oh, darn.
Come over to my house and be my escort.
understand. It's not
For those of you just joining us, we're in hour 6 of Man Boy Talks About Telekinesis.
it's going to stay up for a while.
I like to think that he has a closet full of capes.
It's only half done.
I'm on here. Maybe
Is he gonna move something other than his penis? Because that's all he seems to be doing.
He might be fingering his asshole, too.
Jason, for once I'm doing this sober, so...
I know, I'm waiting on
You're
alcohol.
like, goodbye.
nothing.
Yep, goodbye.
Find a girlfriend, okay?
That's what you get. He's like, oi!
Oh
I
my
was gonna
God.
move some too! The bus driver caught me and brought me back to his apartment.
I had a bus driver that looked like this guy.
All bus drivers look like this guy.
Except he wore sunglasses. We called him Tex. He gave me cigarettes. He was awesome.
He didn't give you a venereal disease?
No, I was just like, hey, you got any cigarettes? And he's like, yeah, here. And he handed me a handful of cigarettes before we got, like, my brother and I, before we got off the bus.
God, vests and t-shirts don't go together.
Well, this is How to Do Telekinesis, Beginner's Tutorial.
Okay. Everybody seems to want to teach all the beginners. Because these guys are masters. That's the thing.
From the top, basically, why do we use the sound?
He's Irish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And he's made a little tinfoil hat for himself.
Sitting on top.
He used it as a diaphragm and it just didn't work.
A needle. You've seen me use pans and things.
He's going to do the same shit as the first guy, isn't he?
Oh, he's going to stab someone with a needle.
Give me that needle, I want to stab my eyes.
And some pans seem to have quite a lot of
There's a
friction.
piece of thread in
Does
it, too.
anyone notice the thread hanging?
Yeah, I just did.
I'm using a pencil eraser. There's absolutely no significance to the material we use.
What?
Yeah, you can use it. You could make the whole thing out of bologna, I suppose, or whatever's lying around. This crusty gym sock that's next to me. Oh wait, he's Irish.
It doesn't matter.
And shape it into a little pyramid. There's actually not even any real significance to the shape of this. If you want to take
Oh, there isn't? Then prove that and make a
He
different
just
shape.
said there's no significance to the materials he uses or the shape he uses.
simply because it doesn't fall.
So levitate a person.
Whatever way you want. The principle to bear in mind is minimal weight and minimal friction.
So you can make air flow around it, like the other guy.
Mhm.
I bet he watched the other guy's beginning lesson and then decided to make this video.
Well, if you notice, there was a clip from the other one that showed what he's about to do. It had the same little tinfoil parasol and the...
Well, that's weird. So you set it up. What comes next now?
Oh, so this guy might have been first.
Work. If there's one word that you take away
Which came first? The
word-
divorced guy at the beginning or the bus driver right now?
I wonder how long this guy deliberated on whether or not he should wear a cape for this video. Should I put on my mystical cape or not?
stuck in my mind is very important.
I wish he had.
It was a documentary that I saw called
He's got a mask too. I know for a fact.
documentary series called Extraordinary People. Living with half a brain.
Somebody just pointed out that they all have the same beard.
Yeah, they do.
The only
And it's kind of reassuring that so far there hasn't been a single woman that's claiming telekinetic powers.
Yes, because none of them. Because they all leave these men. That's what it is.
So she had the.
That's because they're all busy believing in fairies.
Now what happens? Brain removed is that the left-hand side of your body.
Hey, what does his shirt say? Because I can't read it.
I think it says ball sack.
Probably Ballycase Film Club.
So, as soon as
Oh,
we
all
get the
Or
operation,
You shouldn't have ruined it. I think it says ball sack film club.
no, she's
Well,
not.
it's nice that he put absolutely zero thought into what he was going to wear before trying to convince people or teach people how to do telekinesis.
Get them working
It's
again.
Ballycast Film
Now,
Club.
the documentary didn't even pause to consider what was going on here, but I was sitting there thinking, hold on a minute.
I need to go get a pint.
This side of the girl's body, the connection that it has with her brain, it's gone. It's completely
No, it's
gone
not.
because that's
You never connected with her because you didn't walk over to her and talk to her.
No, he's
He's
talking about.
talking about a television show that he watched.
doesn't move again.
Well, that's the same. It's the same answer.
5-year-old
Okay.
she was able to retrain her limbs, work again to a limited extent.
Is he talking
Just a
about a
second,
legitimate?
I need to write an open letter to Ireland. Dear Ireland,
He did it. Because
most Americans perceive you as being relatively cool and able to hold your liquor. Do you know of the guy who thinks that he can move things with his mind?
He
Maybe
possibly
you should
drives a
kill
bus.
him before he ruins your reputation.
yeah,
Signed, America.
I
Okay,
don't-
now
Not
mail
a-
that to Ireland.
Yeah, but by the way, he might drive a bus.
to know about
You might be able to find him hanging outside of a liquor store offering to buy kids booze.
my suspicion is not that the subconscious mind is like this layer.
Are you going to show us what you're
It's
going to do
kind of
with
like
those
the
tools?
subconscious mind is this vast
No, remember, everything that these people think are incredibly important.
conscious awareness. Now, when I use that term conscious awareness, what I'm really meaning
I'm going to start
is
drinking Jack Daniels
five
straight at this rate.
sensory this
I'm going to start bashing my head in with a hammer.
I think we might actually get Jason to drink tonight.
other being. There's like
He's
you
like,
and
fuck it.
If you couldn't get me to drink during alternative medicine, there's no fucking way I'm going to start drinking over these douchebags.
It's more like the conscious mind
You know, I just realized he thinks he's Doctor Strange.
that is living with a kind of from the full state of awareness of what it really is. It's like you're locked into 5
YMCA.
You're only
Show us your fucking abilities. See, the demonstration of his abilities is the actual punchline to this incredibly boring joke that he's telling. Because he's going on and on about his powers, and then what is he going to do? He's going to put that little tiny tinfoil thing on top of a needle, and it's going to spin around, and that's going to be what he's been talking about the whole time.
By the way, I have a closet full of children. You might need to get them back.
There's many ways to do it, but the way that I do it is right before I do telekinesis, I close my eyes, I relax as much as possible,
And then have a
I
great big
visualize
wank.
very, very
And then I shit myself.
And then I grasp my wanker with 2 fingers.
be careful to picture the direction that
Only 2.
Because if I do 3, then it's too small.
You know which ones
I like to
use
feel
my-
big.
I use my
Which is
pinky
why I
and my
masturbate with a doll hand.
thumb. And for some reason, that's been making me want to go find something that size that's alive.
Have you ever taken a Princess Leia action figure and put it next to it? Then you look huge.
won't take over.
It's like a lead pipe in their hand.
This actually really makes sense because we're still locked into this view. Hang on, that can't happen. You know,
I don't use a lubricant. Kind of like it rough.
how can this
You know what?
happen?
I think this guy wouldn't be doing this if he drank. He'd be more interesting.
I described how
Hey guys.
perceivers. We are conscious.
He wouldn't need this if he would just go to the pub and have a pint.
As a perceiver,
Maybe he's in the U.S. and he thinks it's like all weird and shit, and he doesn't know how to work stuff here. Like
He doesn't know how to, he stands in front of the door staring at the doorknob. I don't know how to use an American doorknob.
I can't turn it with my mind. It only works in Ireland.
Shite. I'm gonna go lay down under my bed again.
Oh, sweet alcohol.
I'm gonna drown myself in this and listen to Butch and Maeve for a few hours.
It's here.
You know, I ate some Lucky Charms the other day and they were shite. I don't understand why they think that it's Irish.
No idea what exists out
It
there.
doesn't taste Irish, and I've tasted a lot of Irish.
I've smelled a lot of Ireland and nothing smells like Irish Spring. I don't understand why they're calling it that. Oh well, back to my telekinetic powers.
It will go about doing its business.
That's how you do it right there. You put your hand.
Well, you know what? I am thinking that he's in England because I can tell from the reflection in his window that outside there is a blue sky, and there is no way that he is in the British Isles with blue sky outside.
I'll have you know, Jason, that we've
I
been
would
having
ask you
a
to
nice bit of
resist
sunny
moving
weather over here.
I see a
The
lot.
only time you guys have blue skies is if someone goes up and paints the clouds blue.
Advise you to
Maybe
resist.
a wee nice oh, you know.
in Scotland, apparently they can do that too.
That's impressive. And it really does create air currents, which is
What?
not something you want to happen. Okay, keep your hand very, very still when you're doing it. So whatever
That's not-
That's
what
what were you gonna say?
they seem to work better when your hand is mirrored or when any part of your
Oh
know,
my
when your
God,
hand
he
is
could be
mirrored.
talking about masturbation so much.
All right, keep it up, keep it up. I'll tell you about Jesus Christ later on and how evolutionists are terrible.
15 feet away.
You know what,
But
I think
feel
the thing that
I
drives
can
him to drink
do
is he'll
more testing
discover
on that,
Mickey.
if I'm honest. If you try telekinesis and it doesn't work first time, you shouldn't be too concerned. This is exactly the same.
Oh, sweet
as, you know,
miniature,
when
come
you're
on.
born.
I wouldn't be concerned. I'd be like, okay, that doesn't work, and then go find somebody to have sex with,
Infants cannot walk.
or talk to, or do anything with. You know?
They're growing up walking.
Wait, he just told me something. He said infants cannot walk.
Use them.
Until they learn to
Exactly
walk.
the same with telekinesis. You
Do
just
they
have
do
to-
that psychically instead of exercising their legs until they can roll over, and
In short,
like most babies do? Or
wait, because there was far more to do.
I was explaining this process to someone earlier today.
You need to do to make it work. Just like there's very little a 5-year-old girl needs to do.
You'll never have any kids, so don't worry about it.
The angle I'm coming at this from is that
You know, I will say this, that if he is in the United States, a lot of American women find the Irish accent beguiling. So he could get women.
understood.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wait, I wonder if the men were. Well, I don't need to do anything
I don't
actually.
think there's such a thing as
Yeah, remember, you're not looking for anybody.
That's true. And if I am, I don't have to do any work.
you gotta understand. And when we start to
To be
understand,
fair, dude, I could get
the
laid in
apparent
America with my
normal
accent.
then becomes normal.
Unless
Well-
you're trying to do an American accent.
Don't believe in this.
Don't know what you mean.
They're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You need to go. I'm gonna ask Zelda if when you visit her in Mississippi and she takes you to a redneck bar, when you walk in and go, "Hello, everybody, my name is."
Do not troll that website.
Oh yeah, don't go to Dairy is Loan.
.com.
Dairy.com.
Islon.
Islon.
Maybe it's Yizlon or Rilizlon.
Dari-
Okay.
Dairy is Loan. Yeah, Dairy
Darryl.
is Loan.
Daryl.
Daryl.
Oh,
Once
well,
again, he didn't do anything.
he tantalized us by showing us a little bit.
No, he didn't even show us it. He showed us an eraser with a needle shoved through it and some tinfoil.
He
It's
showed
like
up.
watching a homeless person unpack the things in their cart. Oh, your
boy.
beaver hair went out of
boy.
control.
He's gonna balance a razor blade. I want to see it. He's gonna balance a razor blade. Do it while you're listening to him. And that's a
Okay.
band, just in case you guys
That's
didn't
another
know.
one that teaches us for beginners on how to do telekinesis.
I'm Ron.
Another one for beginners?
Of how you telekinesis or psychokinesis.
He's in a fucking wind tunnel again.
Over people who
Nice fingerless gloves, dude.
remember how to do it. Either one of those. And
There's something, cool you can do before you commit suicide.
Feel the energy.
If he doesn't, I don't know. You can tell your mom to go fuck herself, and then
This is a short video, so stop pausing it.
Nah. You can brood in your room for a while.
Just let him get it over with, because he's not going to fucking do anything. He's just going to talk for the next 2 minutes and...
This is the redhead for Andrew tonight.
Oh, yeah, Andrew?
I'm sure
Totally
Andrew,
a girl.
Andrew has whipped out his dick right now. I'm absolutely sure of it. No.
Hey, I think this is actually Bionic Dance's brother.
I saw a video of the Psy wheel or Chi wheel. I don't know. It's technical. I call it Psy wheel.
What? I can't hear you over the freeway.
So.
No, that's actually the new music that they're.
Oh, he's gonna do something, tinfoil! Yay, tinfoil!
He's actually gonna do something. Though.
Crackers! What the fuck?
I have a box of graham crackers filled with tinfoil.
He keeps all of his psychic supplies in a cracker box.
It's the same triangle. What's up with that?
It's the shape. It catches the wind.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, I think this is the boy that the bus driver trapped. Taught him how to do this, and now he wants him to spread it across the earth.
So once again, he's got a needle, and he's got an eraser, and he's got like 9 of them.
Oh, cork this time.
Dude, start cutting yourself, please.
Yes. Listen to My Chemical Romance.
Okay,
and
so now, you want to know the reason for the shape? Is because if it was round, it would not catch the wind.
It also wouldn't balance on the needle.
No, it would still balance, but it wouldn't be as dramatic when it would. If it moved, it wouldn't be nearly as dramatic.
Most people be thinking, okay, move it, and have all these other thoughts.
Have you noticed how much it's moving without him using his mind powers yet?
Totally on this.
He is completely destroying his own argument because it started moving when he moved his arms.
No, because once you start to feel the connection, build the friendship between the two, is very important. You want to be able to be connected to it, like be one with the video.
Firefly says, "Oh fuck you guys," and the redheaded jokes. I saw that coming.
Right.
Notice it's moving and he's not doing anything. Whoops! His breath knocked it off.
Just don't be like, all right, move. Or...
Just don't breathe, because that makes it look like what I'm actually doing is breathing on it and moving.
I don't know.
I'm gonna smack you in the face with my skateboard that I don't actually skateboard on. It's just an accessory.
One of the other important things to do is have a lot
I'm gonna go to a concert and hold my chest the whole time.
Focus. And
turn off the fan.
When the first day I was moving it, a lot of times.
Yeah, they all have a fan. That's what it is. Well, the fan in the background isn't on, but there's one.
No, the piece of paper is moving just from his hand gestures, and it is the funniest fucking thing because he keeps talking about focus and blah 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 all over the place based on his hand motions.
I have this long sleeve shirt, so you can't see all the cuts on my body, and oh, I can't. Well, I'm getting too deep into that joke. That's not good.
He's wearing a Cookie Monster hat.
Has he got friendship bracelets all down one
Yeah,
arm?
he has friendship bracelets on.
That's okay. I mean, I have one, but I don't ever wear it.
I'm not saying this is the correct way to do it. This is how I've done it, how it's working for me and my friends, how those people I've taught before. It works because you want it to work. You want it to.
He can't even keep a coherent thought together for 2 seconds.
It's always mind over matter.
Mind over matter? Because your mind isn't made of matter. And I
forgot what he was talking about.
Hey, you guys want to smoke some pot?
I've been doing this since the band that I formed fucking kicked me out.
Yeah. I put glass in cat food, and I watched the cats eat it and die.
This kid doesn't have a mean bone in his body.
I think he does.
I don't. He looks too innocent, too gullible, too...
Do you think he just uploaded this video for views to see if anyone would watch it?
I think this is a cry for help.
Practice this every day. Every day you can.
Maybe this will go viral.
I'm just waiting for him to create a stand on the video by mistake.
I just want to cut his fucking hair.
Just let me know your feedback. I'll do the best I can to help you. Good luck.
Did he snap his fingers?
He did nothing. Oh, whoa, I'm having a freak out. Fuck you, National Geographic. How dare you?
Oh, they would.
How dare you?
Oh, yeah.
This is KGB agent with frightening psychic abilities.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is this like that cloud bursting thing, or?
Don't know.
It's almost like I might have a TV camera in my head.
Some claim they can see the past.
And I saw this young man whack her into the woods.
Others claim they can see the future. In the dream, I saw...
I'll be back in a sec, guys.
I heard the scream. Some psychics have assisted police investigators.
Nancy has this vision. She was just absolutely 100% correct.
And psychics have even worked with government intelligence agencies.
Was it of benefit to the U.S. intelligence services? And the answer is yes.
But skeptics say psychic powers do not exist.
There's lots and lots of claims. It's easy to make a claim. The question is there good evidence?
That guy got really upset about that skeptic. Okay, I know what paranormal is, and I know what natural is. What the fuck is paranatural?
It's almost like I might have a TV camera in my head.
It's
information running like a continuous reel or show.
That's called your eyes.
Laurie McQuarrie claims she has psychic powers.
I get
Okay,
sensations.
this was supposed to come up in my
Sometimes I feel like
telekinetic
I'm
search,
onto
so...
other levels of awareness.
It's called having an overactive imagination and reading the newspaper.
There's one case that has always stayed with her.
In Phil Brooks' case, I had the strongest feeling that this was vindictiveness.
In the American West, it's 1994 in Wheeler County, Oregon.
Holy crap! They listen to their music loud.
The thing I heard about Phil Brooks was that a cowboy was missing. And nobody seemed to know what had happened. And when a cowboy is missing, you got to figure something bad has probably happened.
Probably engines. Probably scalped him.
Rick Stever is an author who has been writing about the Brooks case for years.
Get a life, dude, if you've been writing about it for years.
Ordinary Eastern Oregon boy.
Who gives the fuck about someone, an adult man who disappears?
23 years old.
His family.
He worked hard. He
Well,
played
yeah, sure, his family, but I mean, fuck.
Jimmy Collins, who owned the ranch, was the first one to find that Phil was missing. That morning when Jimmy came out, Phil's pickup was there, the horse wasn't there, and Phil wasn't there.
Gee, maybe Phil went out riding a horse.
Possibly. At the ranch, there is still no sign of the cowboy.
That evening they found the horse. It was kind of surmised that his horse had bucked him off. And he was lying out there with a broken leg, maybe at the worst, a broken back.
Or maybe even worse, dead. Because people die falling off a horse, but, you know.
The next day, Wheeler County authorities launched a search and rescue team to try to find the missing man.
Can they not, like, look for him that day?
Nope, I guess not.
As the search team eased up the ridge, they looked up in front of them. One of them spotted something out of place. As they got closer, they saw that it was a hat and that Phil Brooks was lying there.
I'm back. Who died?
Phil Brooks, cowboy.
Kurt.
Okay, why do I give a fuck about him? He's a dead, bloated body.
Don't know. Maybe the Sasquatch got him.
that, it looks like it could.
The sheriff of Wheeler County came
When they
up.
found him, he stank like an animal and he had a size 12 bunghole. We
So we
figured
had-
the Sasquatch got him.
We had to spit roast him right there just so the meat didn't go bad.
Got a strange smell of hot dogs in
At first,
here.
it wasn't rifle hunting season. Maybe somebody was poaching.
Maybe.
Why is he wearing a helmet?
After 2 years of investigating
They're the special search and rescue squad.
Say that.
2 years of investigating? I don't think so.
reach out.
Ooh, she just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, she's like, hello, I'm not a bored middle-aged woman.
There are ways to say it. I'm a psychic.
And a hypnotherapist.
You know what I can do? I can take my fist and put it in your face and move material matter with my mind. It's connected to my body, though. And it hurts like hell once my fist collides with your nose.
I'm sorry, Mary, but you were investigating a case that was 2 years old and in the newspaper and also had a book guy writing about it.
About the reality of psychic powers.
Yay, skeptic! Go! Charles Xavier!
You know, they'll read your palms, they'll do tarot cards. Other
Skeptic
psychics
powers
tend to
activate.
solve crimes, for example, for police or missing persons.
Thank God he doesn't appear at the very end. At least he's here right after they introduce this woman.
People claim to have psychic abilities. The problem is that when you put these abilities...
The problem is none of them do.
And you closely examine them, they fail.
Regardless
They're all coincidence, or turns out the person is a fucking liar.
I want to have sex with the skeptic now. That was so hot.
Where's the damned
When I'm working a
KGB
case,
person?
if the police say, is this person dead or alive?
Well, they know he's dead. They found the body.
You know what? This isn't telekinesis, dude. This is psychic ability.
Yeah, I'm wondering
No
where...
one's moving jack shit with their mind. She's just like, I had a dream about a cowboy who done got shot by somebody.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell it's going.
And I found that to be pretty
This came in
accurate.
under telekinesis search.
Really?
Yeah.
It was probably tagged.
Up
with-
another psychic.
Who looks like a straight... How come? Now, here are the females, though. They're not...
You know what? If I ever found out that my local sheriff hired a psychic to help him with the case, I would run a campaign to have him removed.
When I experience sight psychically, I have vision, I have hearing, outside of the known
I have orgasms.
knowledge.
I just picture her sitting around growling all day.
Now, I would like to reiterate, there are literally thousands upon thousands of people in the United States that claim psychic abilities.
That's a missing person.
If they had any abilities, we wouldn't have unsolved cases at all.
They would be able to probably
Is that
get murder while it's happening, stop it from happening, right?
Yeah, but if they can only cite 3 people who got lucky at guessing on a well-established case, that's not proof. That's worse than guessing.
We knew her. She was a good kid. She really was. She was talented. She was into music and art and things, and just certainly not a problem.
I had a woman call me who said that a
My
girl...
log has something to say, and when you're ready to hear it, it will tell you.
Nancy Olin Weber claims to be a psychic and has occasionally offered information to police over the last 30 years.
No, please. For 30 years, you've been phoning into the police, and they've been telling you, go fuck yourself.
Her is a beautiful spirit, bright, talent, caring, the kind of person everybody liked to be friends with, and the kind of person who liked
That
to
I
be
murdered just to show that I have psychic powers.
Where's my telekinesis, damn it?
Is she wearing a Live
There's
Strong?
no telekinesis in this. It said psychic powers at the very beginning.
little tiny
It's
glimpse.
still funny. Let's just do it. Why not?
sometimes I see the whole scenario.
Unfortunately, if we skip,
It's like
I think
a movie.
we'll run out of space because
Sometimes it's like a hologram where I can look inside and see things,
we'll run
feel
out of
things.
stuff to watch.
My internal senses are as attuned to the world as my external senses.
Your internal senses.
Why? I just happen to be the right antenna.
Why does it feel like there's a hot poker up my ass?
Can you
My
see what
internal
I'm
senses.
thinking?
Yeah, yeah. What do you know what I'm thinking? Yeah. Shut up, Leatherneck.
Girlfriends walking home from school. I saw them all loving her.
They were loving her so much.
Your imagination.
Concerned for the girl's safety. So she calls police and leaves a message offering information.
And they were like, shut the fuck up.
Not her again.
Impression in my mind, and I didn't even want to look at it.
Listen, every time you call, we tell you to go fuck yourself, and you keep calling.
Claims her visions get more alarming, especially when she sees a young man connected to the missing schoolgirl.
I had a vision. She was alone.
Suddenly I had a vision, a revelation.
Wow, what a revelation that a young woman was kidnapped by a man and more than likely sexually assaulted and killed. That never happens in this country.
So as the day progressed, we started interviewing witnesses. One of the things
Did you
that
say he was interviewing Windy Stairs?
walking in the direction, they saw Rachel also walking in the direction of her home. Each one that we talked to brought him and her closer together.
Now, they found her body, is this correct? I came in...
That was the last time we saw either one of them.
No, they haven't found. I don't think they found her. She's just missing.
She could have ran away, that's another thing.
Suspect.
With a tuning fork in his hand?
Pass, and I saw this young man working there, and I saw him looking at her. She epitomized what he could never have.
Unknown to Orlin Weber.
That's not... Jeez, that is not the psychology of it. She just tried to do psychology on...
No,
on
that's
person.
the psychology of movies, which is the only thing that her imagination has to base it on.
Yeah.
She doesn't know anything about the true psychology of people who actually do this. She's basing it on what she imagines, which is limited.
We interviewed him initially as a witness for a couple of reasons. One is, we still didn't have Rachel, so we had no knowledge of anything happening to her at this point. Since he met the description of the gentleman walking toward her...
2 years later? Oh no, that's the other one. How?
Witness. Any unusual, sir?
2 years later, he was still wandering around. Hi. Hey.
Other children
Bothering people at the park.
don't play with him.
Oh, come on. That's more of this pop psychology that, like, psychotic people they sit around going, me! Peanut butter and feces, peanut butter and feces. They don't. They actually appear on the outside to live very normal lives.
There's something that it's hiding, we weren't sure what it was.
So far, the police went about their business and ignored what this woman had to say, and they managed to interview the guy who was identified by eyewitnesses who they saw near her, and it turns out that's the guy. And in hindsight, they were like, "Oh wow, she said she was kidnapped by a young man," and it's like, that's not being psychic.
Yeah. Does she see things in Blair Witch vision? Is that what's going on?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Are a year and a half into the investigation of the mysterious death of cowboy Phil
Oh, we're
Brooks.
back to that again.
Oh, what? No, I don't care about the dead cowboy.
There's information in the case.
She's looking personally and she's asking the trees. Did you see him, tree? I'm losing a cowboy.
Why don't you ask your turquoise jewelry? Turquoise jewelry.
And yet,
Little bird, did you see the cowboy?
such sadness.
McQuarrie senses that Brooks's death is not a tragic hunting accident.
I could feel the energy of the moment in that shooter who was absolutely determined that this was going to be Phil's last day.
Or maybe he just shot somebody and you're saying about him afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psychics give information.
They always think that they're psychologists. Here
we go. Here's the skeptic.
Hey, you're big, but you're bald. I would have sex with you because you're a skeptic. There we go. Just do it. Rip her apart.
Some people believe there could be something more to psychic power.
And they happen to be doctors.
Piece, in part, is on people who have telepathy or precognitive experiences.
You should have your license taken away now.
How? Studies brain activity of autistics, savants, and self-proclaimed psychics.
I don't have any vested interest in this.
Now, why were they holding a syringe while attaching the hat?
I'm not a
I'm
professional.
only getting paid by National Geographic.
Abilities. What do you say about the symmetry between the right and the left brain? What I am is a
And what they've discovered is this idea of the left-hand side of the...
Hey guys, it's a redhead.
I will frequently find in people who have a history of psychic abilities that there is epileptiform activity in their brain.
So that pattern is called an entrainment response.
What's happening when you see epileptiform activity is you're actually seeing several neurons or brain cells working.
Oh, so she's a skeptic. Oh, okay.
So instead of having this cell trigger this cell, trigger that cell, what you're having is more like a wave of activity of several cells.
But it has no effect on the actual world.
Brain activity.
Backgrounds,
There are people that claim that if you compare epileptics to psychics, or people who claim to have psychic abilities, that the brain scans reveal similar things.
Oh, fuck me, skeptic. Fuck me.
You have different parts of the brain firing at one time. You don't have psychic abilities. There's no real connection between the two.
I love all those books. I bet you read all those books too.
I'm about to... What's his face?
The horse did it.
Yeah,
A horse is a horse, of course. How's you gonna prove it's actually a horse that shot somebody?
Was that you being a horse?
That was me being Mr. Ed.
You don't have homicides in Wheeler County. The last homicide was 50 years before.
So you've had them. Few clues, no witnesses, and no suspects. Police are at a loss.
State police, they didn't know where to go with their...
Just because you rarely have homicides does not mean they don't happen.
Didn't know who the killer was, but by God, they were going to find him.
No, you're not. I'm sorry.
By God.
But
No.
you're not gonna, unless someone has a deathbed confession.
Later.
This bitch ain't gonna help you.
Horse.
I bet you at the end of this she won't find anything though, because it...
No, they don't. I bet they don't. She's just out there touching trees and acting psychic.
It was the armored skeptic riding his horse. It saw a cow and ran away.
And in its shame, the only witness was that cowboy, and so he had to die before he could tell anyone.
A special bond with animals.
What's this all about?
Of course. Now, I have to say this. I've met animal psychics, and they are the bullshittiest of the bullshit artists.
Bill's case. So immediately.
I don't know. I just kind of want to pet a horse right now. Or ride a horse. What did you see? What did you... Open your mind, Quaid.
Was so panic-stricken that whatever had happened to its owner was going to happen to him next.
Well, yeah. It's startled by a loud noise and whoever was riding it fell off.
Yes, and it had that thought exactly. Oh, shit, I'm going to get shot next. Bullshit.
Oh, fuck me, skeptic. Fuck me.
How do you verify that? You can't ask the horse.
While some psychics claim that...
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Mary believed she gained her powers from a traumatic head injury.
Right.
After falling from a horse.
I love the horse sound.
Is it something you buy?
Now, does that sound like a dolphin? No.
There still isn't complete explanation. But I think it was a direct result of a head injury I had at 18.
Or you just you just had a head injury. That's all.
I went to grab it and fell right off.
I think it might have knocked a few brain cells out somewhere, but it certainly wasn't towards the psychic part of the body.
I started having unusual dreams within a month.
Yeah,
Damage your pineal gland, which puts chemicals into your body and helps you dream.
Intensity and accuracy.
Gee,
What
she
they
had a
began
head
to
injury a month before, and now she's getting weird dreams. I wonder what could have caused
That
that.
happened on the news, and I dreamed them about 2 to 3 days before they.
Can we have some evidence about how accurate your dreams are?
Yeah, I was a little
Oh, okay.
something wrong. But the dreams kept getting stronger and stronger. I don't hear voices. I hear thoughts in my head. It's my own voice telling me.
And that's called insanity, hon.
On your head in order to recognize the ability.
I'm willing to bet that a hunter accidentally shot him. That's what happened.
More than likely, or someone decided to kill someone just to see if they could do it.
Will suddenly feel that.
And they'll never find this person. There are no witnesses.
Sounds like forensics didn't have a good time either.
Those are the drugs she takes before.
The bullet fragment.
How did he have the bullet fragment?
Why does the author have a fragment of a bullet from a murder investigation?
But where it came from.
Because that's the way it works in their town.
That bullet had been.
Well, we got the local psychic, the local author, the local sheriff, our local murderer, and our local dead body.
I call bullshit. He would never have that bullet.
When even the bullet was fired, they weren't even seeing a man standing there.
Yes, again with the pop psychology. It could have been an accident for all you know, and the person does not want to admit that they murdered somebody.
They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to lose their hunting license. They don't want to lose, you know.
They don't want to go to jail.
Oh, you got the person.
More than likely, the guy saw movement and shot without looking. They heard 4 hooves.
They're good evidence. And, if this person really can do that, they should be working for the FBI.
Soon.
Yeah, you would think that if this woman could see so much, she would be able to identify the person that did it.
Cut your fingernails, gross.
Oh, she thinks it's a woman.
On the other side of the United States, New Jersey police are still...
Another possibility is the person actually might have felt threatened because the horse was charging at them.
You see the girl walking your way? Yeah, the girl. No, you gotta look
You know the girl, because that's the way all detectives talk, and they do it with the door open too.
Man, this is a waste of a perfectly good hour of airtime.
Separately, psychic
One psychic is investigating is something that will never be solved, and the other one is being ignored while the police do their job.
Drag her into the woods.
Yeah, but people buy it. That's the thing.
And I felt him explode.
Warren Weber claims she was born with her psychic abilities.
I can see it, I can feel it, I can sense it. I can hear it.
She was born with just so many disabilities. I can't think of anything. You know what? I'm not drunk. That's the thing. I can't be funny. I'm waiting to drink. That's the thing.
This is a very public spanking off. The sober edition.
We're still pretty funny, guys. Come on, let's give ourselves a hand.
At this point is yet to hear back.
No.
You're pumping a dry well, dude.
Investigators questioning Michael Manfredonia suspect he knows more than he's telling them.
All right, I'm going to get some beer.
Evidence.
Be back in a sec.
Release him.
Good point. I think I've seen some Pepsi somewhere.
I organized an extensive search team for Rachel. And the sergeant called me and he said, "We found one of her shoes." I was trying to think good thoughts.
They were praying that she was fine. I knew she wasn't.
Lady, so far you have done jack and shit in regards to this investigation, other than call the police and say, "Hi, I'm a psychic."
I saw the reality of what happened.
now for police, it's a murder investigation.
Was that a baby? Please don't tell me that. Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Well, I'm not that it should be any worse. It's just it's more horrific to think about.
We really hadn't used psychics up until that time.
Probably because they don't work, but she seemed to be interesting, and I dated her for a while. And then I realized she was full of shit, so I dumped her.
Was about a potential suspect. Well, then, we really didn't get a chance to talk to Nancy.
And here we are in Blair Witch Vision again.
So our next big objective, obviously after finding Rachel, was to now know in our minds it was Michael Manfredoni. Now our search turned to him.
When I described the young man to him on the phone,
Those eyes.
I could
When
hear
you just show the eyes.
devastated.
I'm thinking of an actor. I can't remember his name, damn it.
We held our cards very close. We didn't tell Nancy who we suspected, how we suspected it. We didn't give her names. We gave her
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. And besides which, she could have gotten that information from anyone else at the police station.
This name was Michael.
She probably called and she was like, "Oh, is my son there?"
Describe Michael to the detective.
Matter of fact, she actually told us. His name is Michael. Rachel is dead, and a boy named Michael did it.
You just had the touch there. His name is Michael.
In Oregon, investigators on the Phil Brooks case are also now searching
Yeah,
for
because we do this from satellite.
self-proclaimed psychic Laurie McQuarrie has been assisting the case.
No, she hasn't.
McQuarrie and police
She's been helping a
now
writer,
consider the
not the
possibility
police.
that a woman might have pulled the trigger.
This isn't so much about Phil as it's about where it came from.
Police bring in a number of people for questioning, but no one is arrested.
Because there's no evidence.
Police say the key evidence, the high-powered rifle that killed Brooks, has never been found. To this day, police strongly believe the cowboy was murdered.
By some woman wearing earrings, apparently.
Unsolved case.
That's only for the psychic to
I
say.
don't solve cases. I like to think I add additions to them. Maybe
You embellish with bullshit.
or something, some small piece that would make a real difference.
And I still like to know how you got hold of this
Nobody's
supposed
going to have all
bullet.
the information all the time. I absolutely feel that everything I got initially on this case was right on target.
Okay, chicken neck.
Still an open case. But I believe this case will be resolved.
Yeah, through honest police work, not through fucking bullshit psychics.
Neuroscientist and psychiatrist Diane Powell continues to research how the brain...
Did they say new scientist?
Psychic abilities.
I'm
Neuroscientist.
Oh, neuroscientist, okay.
I think we can skip it now. We know that telekinesis is not coming in.
Okay. It's another
Bye,
person
assholes.
balancing some tinfoil. I'm going to predict it right now with my psychic abilities.
Oh no, no, you're completely wrong. Jason has seen this before.
Oh no.
This is Master Heg Robinson
What?
with his telekinesis demonstration, Tai Chi.
No.
Okay. Tai Chi is an exercise to strengthen the body, invented about 4,000 years ago in China.
I made fun of this already before in one of my videos.
It can't be 4,000 years ago because that's when the flood happened.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he's drinking. Hey, Robinson.
Keg Robinson.
I'm a tiger.
Swords and
stuff. Been practicing Tai Chi for 10 years.
Is this the fairy kid? Oh no, okay.
Also, it transferred in probability.
Yeah, they're doing push hands. This is actually an exercise that I've done before. It has nothing to do with psychic power.
Oh, just you wait.
Yeah. Watch his knees, and what he's doing is actually legitimate.
Yeah, no one's fighting. No one is doing. This is
No, this is drunken. This is drunken Tai Chi. That's what she's doing, and this is cool. You guys are entertaining me now.
This is just jumping around. This is not Tai Chi. She is just fucking around.
Oh, I saw her doing.
No, she's fucking.
Oh, no,
look at her.
She's like making fun of drunken Tai Chi. That's what she's doing.
No, dude. This is a claim that he is controlling her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. So that's why.
With telekinetic powers.
I see. I'll be right back.
Hi. Look what I can do.
See, in my video taking the piss out of this, I added classical music.
I would have added Yanni. Or Zanfir, the pan flutist.
It builds up just at the right points, the classical music.
Oh, come the fuck on.
It's like watching a child.
Yeah, dude, you're just molesting her now. Leave her alone.
I have no idea. Right? So this is him doing his telekinesis through a door.
He's doing it through a door. Why would it matter? Do we even need to make fun of this? Is he also making her yell?
And now it comes to the time.
Dude, you just want a naughty touch. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, that gets extremely close to naughty touch.
Oh, man. If she has a high clitoris, then it's just evil.
Oh, good. I didn't miss the bad touch.
No, it's just all bad. He did it through a door. He's so naughty he can rape people through a door.
I want to see him do it to somebody who isn't one of his students.
I'm gonna thunder punch him with my mind. Hold on.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Well, that's proof right there. Look at that.
Here we go again.
Well, they're playing the same thing in slow motion now. Look at me! Look at me!
No, this needs music. So this is Thriller! Thriller Night! Oh, what? He's out of the room again.
There he goes again!
I'm gonna need the hot stuff, baby, this evening. Give me hot stuff, baby, tonight.
Dude, if you're controlling this, how come you can't turn it off?
I know. But he is turning it off with his naughty touch.
I guess so.
See? Naughty touch right in there.
I love how they slowed down the voice, too.
Oh, some hot stuff better this evening. Stop touching me, you dirty bastard!
I'm trying to get drunk really fast, guys.
Whew, he calmed her uterus right down. Look at that.
Yep.
This is how he performs an abortion with his mind.
That's called a mind abortion.
Hey, it's one of my videos.
This one's called Mind Over Matter, Telekinesis, 50 dimension.
I only said that because somebody put in the chat, oh, Atticus is finally spanking himself. So here it comes. I'm gonna get real deep now. All right, guys.
Okay, come on. Bring it.
Dominate the universe. Imagine a greater
beer.
The power of the human mind. A power that could move objects through space.
I'm sorry I made this terrible video, guys. Sorry.
Is this scientific possibility?
No.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
As mind over matter.
It's an org. Firefly says, and bam, now you're pregnant.
Yeah, always start with Shakespeare quotes.
Oh, Firefly suggested the best song to play during that. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna twirl around and spank you.
Can things be moved just by the power of the mind?
No. Yes, my mind tells my hand to pick something up, and then it gets picked up.
Lifting it with our fingers touching the tabletop very lightly.
That's interesting considering that we're mostly empty space. Ooh, did I just say that? Oh shit, I'm sorry. I was watching a Jordan video earlier. I needed a good laugh.
What is an empty space is light. And that's filled with alpha energy from aliens that came in my butthole.
Imagine a power that could think photographs into existence.
Oh, that was proven to be complete bullshit.
Overcome
look, more bullshit.
Hey, I think I just saw it earlier in the chat. Firefly said he wanted to come in.
Many.
Am I right, Firefly?
That is a magician.
Just collect applause.
Like plastic.
And he's, oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, this is the worst.
PK, psychokinesis, the power of the mind.
That's called a pendulum. It swings because gravity.
Scientists everywhere are trying to unlock its secrets.
From a physicist's point of view, it seems very unlikely that such events should...
Oh, fuck me, skeptic. Fuck me.
Effects are incontrovertible.
Fuck you.
Always aroused controversy in the scientific world.
No, it doesn't. There's no controversy in the scientific world about telekinesis.
Expose many myths, but not this one. In fact, new research is forcing us to face the...
Isn't it true that the government did do some studies with psychics just to see if it was true?
Yeah, and guess what they found?
No, not true. Oh, look, Princess Di. Yes, okay. That has something to do with this.
Scientists think
It was in the 50s, mate. The US government looked into psychic abilities.
And reacts to major events worldwide. And this computer, and a small box attached, codenamed the Egg, might hold the answer.
Why is it called the Egg? It doesn't look like an egg.
Did he get that out of a fortune cookie?
The equipment into life.
I mean, technically, I can control things with my mind.
Okay, I really am.
9/11. This is 9/11. Oh, come on.
Forever. 50 kilometers away at Princeton University, the gauges of Dr. Roger Nelson's EGG machine.
It was called He Turned on the TV because the news was horrific.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, jeez.
Before about
Fuck
9
you,
o'clock,
pal.
I knew nothing. I was happy-go-lucky. I was writing letters how the world was peaceful, right? The world was not peaceful
Yeah,
already.
look at your blinking, you ball bag.
Before I knew anything about it.
For 5 years, Roger Nelson has been running the Global Consciousness Project. He collects data from what are called random event generators.
What do you want to bet this guy was part of the 2012 movement?
That have been set up around the world.
The Nothing Happened movement.
Numbers that are sent back to Princeton. Nelson monitors the machines, looking for any unusual deviations in the data. The aim is to see if human responses to world events can influence their output.
Anyone who works closely with machines knows how temperamental they can be.
No.
Remote
Not really.
operators
The software
interact with
is.
human minds.
Yeah, that's not a
Nelson
machine.
admits he doesn't know how it happens, but he's certain it takes place. September the 11th.
This is riveting, watching a man stare at a computer screen.
I feel like I'm at work.
His work.
Yeah, so do I.
Equivalent.
Oh wait, you work with computers too, don't you, Jason?
Yeah, I do. And telecommunications equipment.
Oh, jeez.
Being heads or tails.
Is there anything psychic going on in your office building?
Yeah, we have one psychic. We keep them in a pool, and they handle all of the telecommunications. Instead of having switching machines like in the old days, we just have one psychic, and we go in there and we keep telling him that we'll murder his family if he doesn't continue with the communications work. And he cries, and then the system goes down for a little while, and that's why sometimes one of us will drop out of this thing.
But when they do show up,
and then you bring your puppets in and cheer them up.
No, I just hit him. We have a special club.
Ian Radin from the Institute of Noetic Science worked with the project.
Noetics.
He also believed that global consciousness must exist.
Noetics.
He set up the network of eggs
What a
around
heap
the
of
globe
shite that is.
and thinks they hold the key to unlocking this mystery.
How old is this?
Hello, I'm a professional Frank Oz impersonator.
Encephalogram.
I also look a little bit like Goebbels, but I don't believe in Nazi stuff.
To see if we can find patterns, in exactly the same way that we look at patterns that go on.
This is what would happen if a vulture and a turkey had a baby.
11th, 2001. As he left Logan International Airport, the computers appeared to do something extraordinary.
They turned on because electricity and stuff.
4 days before September 11th, where the eggs are just...
Oh my goodness. You're going to tell me nothing anomalous happened before and after that day?
All of a sudden, on September 11th, there's a trend that takes off, which is extremely unusual.
Oh, God. I just
The
know there's
random event
tutors out there that
generators
believe this
began to
guy.
synchronize, overriding the laws of chance.
You know what? I find it really, really difficult to like a man who describes something that predates September 11th with a fucking smile on his face.
And on 2 or 3 of the measures, this 9/11 outcome is unique. There's nothing else like it in the database.
It's called the Black Swan.
Catastrophe flashed round the world, and the world stood in shock.
Well, I was in work, so I didn't know about it, but yeah.
Could this surge of emotion...
I actually slept through it. And then somebody woke me up and told me what happened, and I turned on the TV and I was freaked out.
With the physical world in the form of a random event generator in such ways to change the output.
In San Francisco, California,
There are lots and lots of gay people.
set up to assess scientists working in unusual fields.
Are they going to say that gays caused it? Because I'm just going to go rip shit.
What does he make of that?
Gays card psychic telekinetic powers just cause planes
The
to crash into buildings.
hypothesis of the Global Consciousness Project,
Well, that's what happens when you put your cock in some guy's asshole.
the world's human beings, has an impact upon
Every
random
thrust
number
causes
generators.
psychic powers to happen.
Has a big problem definition. We don't know really how to define what conscious state 6 billion people are in, and to what extent the 6 billion different people have a consciousness or a conscious state that is in sync with each other.
And considering that a lot of those people have completely different lives and don't watch television or listen to the radio every day, and probably don't even... There are probably people on this planet that have no idea what 9/11 is.
Probably random numbers, random data.
Shut up.
You're going to have a hard time convincing me that Mbutu, who lives in his hut with his family, and he needs to go out and hunt every day in Africa, was cognizant of 9/11 when it occurred.
Or those in North Korea.
If the machines did register human responses, can this be seen as proof of the power of the mind over matter?
No, it's called correlation. It's causation. It's a bad argument.
Consciousness data.
Right back, guys.
I've got a funny feeling that he
There
caused the
are
diggers.
several alternative explanations.
There is a thing called Just for Men gel. You can dye your beard the same color as your hair.
Meaning something like
something comes out of our minds as a group and changes the way that our ideas work. Science has long been trying to make sense of the paranormal.
No, it hasn't. They don't care anymore.
Professor
They've
Steve
studied
Broad
it, they've
lectures
found
on
it's
the history of
bullshit,
psychokinesis.
You know what bothers me about this? I'm going to school so I can learn how to save lives and help people. And they're saying that science is really just biting its fingernails over this shit.
And one of the problems of assessing psychokinesis is that
the fact that it doesn't exist.
Replicate individual experiments.
Yeah, one of the main standing points of science is replicating
is that the birth of modern
experiments.
science and fascination with the paranormal seem to go together.
The golden age of large-scale or macro PK was during the spiritualist movement, roughly between 1850 and 1930. It's
Like
not
the
so much
1928
that it was hip to be a medium, but it was certainly
like the
acceptable
1928
to be a medium
Tonga
during that period.
explosion.
19th century British physician Sir William Crookes was one of many respectable scientists excited
Did one
by
of
the
these
paranormal.
spiritualists build a building in New York made entirely out of tungsten?
He focused Scottish reader Neil Douglas Hume,
Oh man,
famous for
that was a
playing his
reference and you
accordion without
completely
touching
missed
his
it.
keys.
Hey, guess what? There's no
What?
telekinesis in this.
Somehow, it just kept on.
Hey, Jason!
Well, no. This is the Sci-10 Bruggen Cape thing where they're saying all people know telekinesis exists.
Victorians in Britain founded the Society of Psychical
Yeah, Jason,
Research.
you'd have totally got the joke I
investigating
said.
strange
Too late.
events.
What did you say?
We can't hear you because the video is so fucking loud.
Has taken a special
It kind of has to be for you guys to hear.
No, I know. Well, turn it down.
The accordion in someone else's hands. Someone who couldn't play an accordion.
That guy needs to stop gluing cotton balls to his head.
Hume would
Write me
take
a symphony.
away from the accordion, just sit there and play with
No, okay.
there's no accordion that could be said, oh, well, this is a trick accordion, it's got a machine inside.
And I, of course, know what I'm talking about because I'm British.
Eusapia Palladino was an Italian woman living at the same time.
Hello!
My talents.
No, it'd be bonjour.
Oh, yeah. Buongiorno! I'm an Italian. That's a terrible picture.
None of them could explain how she did it.
It's called a magic trick.
Of the cases of Hume, Palladino, and some of the others during the great heyday of mediumship is that the phenomena can't be so easily explained away.
Yes,
Technology wasn't
Houdini explained it away, you jackwagon.
too good.
Well, he did
and
until
we
he got
can't
punched in the
resort
gut.
simply to explanations in terms of fast hands and diversion techniques.
The 19th century observations of levitation and ghostly phenomena
We're obviously not viewed through a real scientific lens.
are fundamentally unaccessible. Anecdotal evidence from that far in the past.
You know what? I believe this guy because you know why? He has the balls to talk about how this stuff is bullshit while reclining back casually in a chair. It's like someone had to poke him with a stick and wake him up to let him know that it's time to dispel all this bullshit.
No, but he's a part of that bullshit.
In science.
This guy is? I thought he was the debunker.
No, he's not. No, he believes in it.
Oh.
Extraordinary story.
That's why I made a name for him, Dr. Small Eyes.
In the 60s.
I'm the Iron Curtain.
33-year-old.
So they dropped it and took a picture at the right point.
Uh-huh.
A birdhouse.
One of the worst birdhouses I've ever seen.
Filmed her first attempts.
It's the
And
beginning of
scientists
the
have been
bloody
arguing ever since.
bird. It's beginning of the fucking birdhouse guy
Cloggina
with
apparently
fairies.
has the ability to
Oh, yeah. The guy who was ridiculously gay.
a great deal
Yes.
of psychic effort.
You can tie bows to it, and you can not tell your wife. You can not tell my wife that I was out at the man pail last night.
The man pail.
Every single book I have on plants.
There's a place in Worcester called the Mailbox, and that's what I was thinking of, but for some reason I said man pail. I think it might be the beer kicking in.
But modern scientists. French
All I see is someone not doing anything.
In turquoise jewelry.
By skeptics, Russian and otherwise, but I don't know of any legitimate, good critiques of a work. So if that does not exist, if there are no good critiques, then the phenomena that seem to produce...
There are a lot of critiques by he just said, I know individual skeptics who have been able to critique them, but no group critiques. I didn't realize that you needed a group of people to get together and critique it.
Yeah, and what I was saying was that's called an argument from ignorance.
If anyone else has noticed, she's slowly moving backwards in her chair.
How she's making the box shift across the table. But it certainly is moving.
Yes, and do you want to know why it's moving? Because she has a microfilament wire attached to it, and she's covered it with fucking matches.
Yep.
People who perform...
Oh, hello! Satan's here! Hello, Satan!
What? No, I'm not here. Who is this
You
fucking...
need to file down that other
mully-head
horn.
fuck?
It's starting to come up there a little bit.
Oh my god. Dude, no, this is one of my minions. He's the ugly one. I send him up to, like, fuck with people.
Dr. Rishkov and his team built an airtight glass box for the experiments.
Wow. Is
Oh,
this the guy...
airtight. Yeah,
Oh,
that looks
wow.
airtight with the seal and everything to prevent air.
And the door on the other side that you can visibly see.
Yeah, and the fact that it still wouldn't stop the microfilament wire from pulling all that shit. Because you can see how it's moving.
Do it without your hands, darling. Do it without your hands.
What I wouldn't give for a pair of scissors and to be transported back in time to that room. And cut his fucking beard.
Could move the matches as if a wind had pushed them.
Dude, you let yourself go since I let you from hell.
She didn't feel too well that day and did not want to
Is that
experiment.
a fucking horn growing from his head? What is that?
That is European medicine right there. That's what happens when you just don't give a damn about what's growing out of your fucking face.
Using enormous amounts of energy.
Oh, good, they lobotomized her. Oh,
I like
no.
my horn. I'm friends with my horn. I speak to my horn.
During one PK test, her pulse rate soared to over 200 beats a minute. Her brain
No, it didn't.
registered 4 times normal level.
Wait, you're telling me that people's hearts beat at 50 beats per minute all the time?
Shit.
Preparation, which made some critics suspicious.
I mean, I've got pretty low.
One day she was caught off guard.
Yeah, but weren't you
Remember,
lethargic?
Russia is the reigning champion of woo. They have more bullshit that come out of Russia than any other country, it seems like.
I was gonna say, I've got pretty low, like, heart rate sort of thing. I'm still at 120.
When we arrived, she hesitated a
Usually.
bit. But when she heard that nobody knew,
What he said was,
invited us to come in,
it's 200 beats per minute, and then they said that's 4 times the normal heart rate.
started to move things while we were still eating.
I don't know. I think the minimum, even with a strong heart, is 60.
Kyle filmed Gulaga at work in her own home.
Notice how the ball is still moving.
Yeah, that ping pong ball is still moving. Look at that.
You know what she can do with that ping pong ball besides move it around with microfilament?
I don't
You know
want
what
it.
I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking.
Well, that's just 2 glasses within each other.
Huh?
How did she do it?
Oh, easy.
Strength?
Trick.
Even now, he's not sure.
How about I set up the experiment?
Say
I
that
took her fingers. I cut off her fingers first.
impressive, and I would
Can you
like
tell I started to drink?
a magician about how he would have done it under those circumstances. Kulagina died in 1981 after a heart attack.
It's because her heart was beating so low.
200, yeah.
And she didn't eat enough. She drank vodka all the time.
Had her psychic powers deserted her? Or had she just run out of the energy needed to maintain the deception?
Yeah, she ran out of energy to maintain the deception.
In our opinion, she was a true phenomenon.
Jesus,
I think these kinds of skills are inherited. This phenomena is a
I
talent.
want to go get an ice
For
pick.
example, he's going to leave that big wart on his forehead to his grandchildren.
The PK craze swept through Russia. Suddenly, everyone was reading thoughts and shifting furniture.
Why do I get the
one
feeling we're going to
matched
see a clip?
Sorry. Suddenly, everyone was reading thoughts and shifting furniture.
The same research team that had assessed her.
Power pooing.
he prolapses his fucking colon.
The power of his mind.
Okay, you notice that if that's really floating, why does it seem to be dangling from a thread?
Notice how they don't want to touch it.
And how it's hanging below the chair.
Under the bright lights and on camera, the trick was exposed.
Yeah.
If psychic powers failed, he had fixed a fine thread between his knees to create the illusion of objects floating in midair.
Yeah.
Don't debunk it. That's our job, you douches. Hey, it's Bilbo Baggins.
Too had its crop of people claiming strange and unusual powers. Ted Serios, the
Well, Yuri
self-styled
Geller's made the
photographer,
claim that he was a CIA agent.
His apparent skill was imposing images on film, just by thinking about it.
Those are his fingers.
Those are just overexposed photos.
Professional photographers focused on Serio's black gizmo, a black paper cylinder which he placed against the camera lens and stared into.
And did he put a photo over a photo that was developing, and then it,
Is that his anomalous images were all produced through holding a gizmo, which is a rolled up piece of cardboard, in front of the camera, in which allegedly Ted would conceal some sort of transparency that would then be recorded on.
This skeptic cannot fuck me.
Photographers maintained substituting a prepared transparency could be done easily, and the result on film would be the same.
It's a nonsensical explanation. It doesn't even.
The piano is really driving me insane.
The best case. There are many cases where.
Ding, 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 doo, doo.
Then, in 1974, the most
Everything died.
Of all.
The most infamous dickhead ever.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. I've got a magnet in my belt buckle.
That I had something very.
Yeah, didn't Randy fuck this guy up? He pretty much fucked this guy up.
Oh, yeah. Him and Johnny Carson double tagged him on the Johnny Carson show.
He's like, I can't do this. I can't because you gave me real stuff.
On German television, demonstrated for the first time his unique ability for making solid objects bend under the touch of his hand.
Who would think this is cool?
Everybody.
I want him to do it from across the room with his hands in his lap and just lift the spoon in the air and bend it. That would be fucking awesome.
That I can make money with it. Please, please.
But you did make money. A lot of fucking money.
Mm.
And you also claim you're part of the CIA.
Yeah, I'm sure that they were like, yeah, we're proud to have him as a member. This fucking orange shirt.
I cannot take my eyes off of the uber attractive 70s woman.
No, neither can I.
Germany went crazy. I was on the cover of Der Spiegel. I was on the cover.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about murdering this guy, but you know.
So
we were distracted. We couldn't help him straight, man. Just give us a break.
Well, you guys were distracted by tits, which is the whole reason that woman was there.
Yeah.
I was paying attention to him just sitting there rubbing his thumb and doing weird shit.
Around the world.
Oh,
audiences loved him.
But I really hope that they mention the World Cup. Oh no, wait, no, it was the Euros. I think it was the Euros for England when he urged everyone in the UK to place their left hand on the screen and urged, I think it was Beckham, to score a penalty to take them through to the next round. To send all their psychic energy back through the TV screen by doing that.
Uh-huh.
They got knocked out.
That's fucking hilarious.
The scientists were already arguing about how the trick was done.
Everyone knew how the trick was done. He pre-bent the fucking spoons.
Yeah.
For the fork.
While watching his TV shows, Bizarre things happened in their homes. Spoons bent, clocks stopped.
Yeah, that's right. That was the
broken in
claims.
locks.
I'm gonna use that spoon to dig his heart out of his anus.
It was an exhausting roller coaster ride.
Yes, I was earning a lot of money, and that's what I did. But then, one day, suddenly it hit me back, and I couldn't handle it anymore, and I was...
Bullshit. You got exposed and you ran like a little bitch.
You got spanked. That's what happened. Yeah.
Panic attacks. I had anxiety attacks.
Ow!
You welcome, please, Uri Geller.
Yay, Johnny! You are awesome.
Expecting to be interviewed, he was unexpectedly confronted with a collection of objects. Nice to see
I
you.
haven't handled these before, so I can't do anything.
Regardless of what anyone says,
Together
in
here.
this day and age, no person would have fucking done what Johnny Carson fucking did. He had the biggest audience share of anyone in the fucking world. He could have just placated this asshole and played along, but instead, because he was a goddamn magician and he had some scruples, he put the fucking irons to this guy in front of millions of people.
Right now I'm being pressed and then I can't...
Oh, I'm not trying to press you, I'm really not.
No, you're only telling me, well, will you try that or that or that?
Well, I thought that was the idea no, I'm not.
That's an uncontrolled situation. That you have.
No, it was a controlled situation.
It was called a controlled situation. If you have powers, you always have powers. And if someone presents you with something that you haven't prepared and they suddenly can't do it, they don't fucking have powers.
You're separated from measuring the event very easily.
For a minute there, I thought we were going to go into Ghostbusters territory again.
Illusions. And if we know how it was done every time, the magic would be lost forever.
Did they just say debunking someone causes the magic to be lost forever?
Yeah. But
That's
they're
called
talking
an
about
argument
magic.
from
But they're
consequence.
talking about a magic act.
So is Geller nothing more than a supremely clever conjurer?
Yes.
No,
He's not
I
even
don't-
clever.
He's retarded. He wears a helmet from now on.
Dousing for oil. Scientists are still interested in how he achieved his most famous effect. One who studied his work closely is physicist Freebert Karger.
Yeah, right.
Durch die Untersuchung, die ich mit I can say that through the research I did with Uri Geller, what I discovered could not be explained through any kind of physical interference with the objects.
Uh-huh.
Things such as the possibility of manipulating the objects
Is this guy chewing cud?
not appear to take place.
He's speaking German, dude.
There has to be another.
Chewing cud.
I would like to apologize for all Germans on behalf of a very public spanking of.
But to this day,
I would not
has really succeeded.
give up.
I was watching and now I'm not watching anymore. See you later, fuckers.
There thinks science is approaching the problem in the wrong way.
Nah.
I think we can establish that this phenomenon
I'm just
does
trying to
exist.
avoid making a
It's
gassing
reality.
joke.
But you can't describe how this takes place through the language and theory of physics.
Then it's not real. I'm sorry. If you can't explain it through physics, then it's not fucking real.
Right now, this guy looks like Bruce Campbell.
No, he doesn't. Don't insult
No,
me.
he doesn't. Don't say that. He looks like Bruce Jenner.
Yes.
Okay.
Handle is becoming soft.
Oh, you're still pulling off this bullshit, are you?
It doesn't get me chicks anymore.
Using one of his own spoons from his own house.
Plastic. It's gonna go now. Look.
Okay, Superman, do that without touching it.
People research such phenomena and then try to find a model in the physics that fits to the phenomena.
Oh, they're saying that we're implying our science on it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
A different model came from an unexpected quarter. the world of gambling.
Oh, here we go.
Every year, millions of people try their luck, and
Every year, millions of people lose their money.
casinos.
Because they're stupid.
There are fortunes to be
I only
made.
do this ever for fun, and it's only once every 3 years.
I don't mind playing poker or blackjack. It's never at a professional casino. It's always amongst friends.
Yeah, I'll play the quarter slots.
Spin of the wheel.
They'll give you free drinks as long as you're doing that.
I ain't stupid enough to play in a
70 years ago,
professional
one man
casino.
tried his luck when he approached Joseph Rhine, who worked at Duke University, North Carolina.
But the thing is, if you go to Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun, as long as you're playing the slots, they will give you free drinks.
I think it was in the
I
middle
wonder
30s,
why.
1934, 35.
Well, why not? I think it's a fun night if you're only going to spend $40 and you know you're going to lose it. Whatever, you know.
They want
Hey,
you
Doc,
drunk.
let me show you what I can influence dice mentally.
I think my ex was magical. She always won at the
Of
slots.
course, there are claims like that for many
It's like,
people.
I won $200.
But it never been,
Thanks.
to my knowledge, it had never been looked at in a scientific way until that time.
Rhine wanted to know if the mind could influence the fall of the dice.
No.
So he set up
I tell you what can though.
but his results are no longer
Magnets.
accepted. Jessica Utz from the University of California.
I think there were problems with some of the early experiments, as there were in many statistical
they can
experiments. There was a
affect
brand new
dice.
field, people of both statistics and parapsychology, and people didn't understand the kinds of controls that you needed to have. So, for example, it may be that certain faces of the dice weigh more than others, and those kinds of things were not taken into account.
Rhine wanted to see
Well,
if
yeah,
it-
but that would be...
what any gambler wants.
Those are loaded dice.
Throw numbers just by focusing on it.
No.
No.
Some of his results suggested that it really was possible.
I really
affect
wanted
the
to
way
take
the
this
dice
into a
fell.
casino.
Are they talking about the observer effect? Because it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're talking about.
Okay,
But it
dice
doesn't work that way.
effect
I'm
itself
not even a physicist, and I know that it doesn't work that way.
statistically significant. The practical significance or practical importance, I
There
think,
isn't any.
from the fact
Take
that
off that house stress and
science says
I don't
it do.
dance.
And so even though it's a very tiny effect, that may have huge significance in terms of trying to rewrite the laws of science.
Ryan's work.
No.
You know, the quickest way to
The
test it was to
scientific
take it
community
into
was
a
not sure
bloody
whether to take
casino.
him seriously, and in the outside world, his work became a joke.
It is a joke, and I'm laughing.
Yeah.
See me laughing?
Well, we're taking the piss.
But it didn't stop them from saying you could win at the craps table if you learn this technique.
However, one scientist believed Ryan was onto something. Physicist Helmut
What, is he
Schmidt
playing
was
Yahtzee
working for
with a
Boeing,
machine?
the aircraft manufacturers. Ryan himself did dice experiments, and it's
What is that little Simon game behind him?
That's his robot.
if you like.
We're doing like a hand
By
job.
using
Pay attention to me. It's a very early Dr. Theopolis.
So
Oh.
Sorry, I can't let you out of the house this day.
Job.
I found a poo.
So I took a
German
Geiger
again.
counter, which was connected to a weak radioactive preparation.
The radioactivity seems to have had an effect
My
on
robot didn't eat the poo like I wanted him to.
him. That was my last poo.
The best use of
Tu n'es pas le robot.
the secrets of psychokinesis, Schmidt
Tu n'es pas le robot.
his own equipment.
I'll show him all.
The machine based on a
I'll
light.
stand here and glue together computer parts.
This is what happens when you take apart your television. You have no idea how to put it back together again.
You shouldn't take apart a television. There's a risk of electrical shock.
Ones and zeros.
So far, what we've learned is that Russians and Germans are batshit crazy.
Clockwise or anti-clockwise. And the participant's job is to
That
change
could
the
explain a
direction
few
of the
things.
lights by influencing the random generator to produce more ones than zeros.
Mind you, the English fell for Uri Geller's penalty hand
Schmidt
trick
asked his
thing.
volunteers to focus on the lights.
It's a random generator, and they expect.
Then he told
Yeah,
them
and the experiment is the person's supposed to get it to... That's a man.
I was going to say that.
That's
It's a
Steven
woman.
Tyler.
It's a woman.
That's Steven Tyler.
Bow.
That is a man.
Do-do.
Dice was remarkable.
Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, yeah.
The way the lights moved round the dial, just with their minds.
He just threw a whole bunch of like pinball machine parts and smashed computers into a box and said here, think about it a lot.
Then I could go to the people at Boeing with confidence and say, yes, it is something.
And they would turn you away at the door.
But look, we've done some experiments, so let's repeat these experiments from the viewpoint of a physicist. What Schmidt had realized.
And the airplane turned its back on him and flew away.
Oh,
fuck this shit, I'm going home.
I've got images of a show I used to watch when I was a child in the 80s. Jimbo and the Jet Set. I can just imagine Jimbo just going, yeah, I'm a friendly little aeroplane, but fuck you. Turning around and flying off.
Schmidt remains convinced by his results.
The pages are turning by themselves.
Sadly, only people from the UK will get
about
that.
the existence of psychokinesis, but I quite understand the doubts of my colleagues.
There's no control group.
Yeah.
He needed someone to predict what the they needed to sit someone down and say, okay, I want you to randomly write out ones and zeros. And I want you to do a string and then compare those results against what the computer did and find out how accurate they were.
Yeah.
In 1979, the engineering faculty set up the Pear Institute, headed up by
In
Professor...
1979, it was almost 1980. Which is about as inane as everything that's coming out of this guy's mouth.
9, they were 2 years away.
This guy looks like a Sith Lord.
A for anomalies.
In 19...
What? He looks like the Sith Lord who's in charge of the tetherball court. He doesn't look very scary at all.
He's not slow. Give him a chance.
Lord Palpatine wishes to play the tetherball.
He doesn't look like a Sith Lord, man. He looks like a fleet officer in the
Once
Imperial
again,
Navy.
it was an aircraft manufacturing company that was interested in these strange forces.
No, it
I
wasn't.
hate to break this to people, but businesses are just as capable of doing batshit crazy things as anyone else is.
James S. McDonald,
Don't forget, man, businesses are people, man.
patriarch of the McDonnell Douglas Aerospace.
Yeah, thanks for reminding
As
us.
a socialist, I can't say
The
that with a
company
straight
had
face.
recently experienced a series of mysterious fatal crashes. They
Mysterious
needed to
my
find
arse.
explanations. Could PK be the cause? His statement to me was that he had not a good conscience. Put a young man in the cockpit of an F-18.
Who didn't know how to fly and he crashed. What the fuck?
Times of stress, combat, or other emergency situations.
You know what else happens? Sometimes when they pull G's, they pass out.
Yeah.
The airplane
And they don't wake up in time.
Being disturbed.
Also, in the early days of jet aviation, sometimes they just explode.
The crew.
I want film of that.
James
Meanwhile, Clock Woman... Oh wait, Light Bulb Woman. No, what is she doing?
She's playing with a pencil.
Scientific understanding.
Oh, you're the ugliest woman in Russia.
The events that happen too often just to be coincidence, that have no apparent cause.
It is a coincidence.
Jesus.
Can science produce a model to deal?
Oh. No, she's the ugliest woman in Russia.
Explains.
Perla.
All of the experiments, regardless of
That's because everyone that works there is pear-shaped.
I was just about to say that.
and all of
I beat you.
involve having the operator trying
Here's a
to
dollar.
influence, to affect
They call it the
this
pear lab
random
because they've never seen
process,
fruit in their life.
to shift the output.
And that wee
one way
diagram on
or
the door
another.
is the only one they'll ever see.
The Institute does all kinds of experiments.
Obey.
Oh,
Obey.
Hello?
Obey. Obey.
Here, the subject is trying to...
I will obey. What was your command?
Suck my
It's slow
cock.
work.
Okay, come here.
Hear the ghost of the little drummer boy.
Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum.
in our efforts to model these phenomena, we
No,
have
please, don't
postulated
model.
You put a girl in a room with a set of drums and blink some lights at her. This is what they think a scientific experiment is.
conscious out of so much more
That isn't what a scientific experiment is?
conscious or unconscious.
No.
Oh, it's Ugly Woman again.
Real breakthrough.
Is that her name? Is that her superpower? Ugly Woman?
Yeah, Ugly Woman.
She clears a room faster than a speeding bullet.
Nah.
My God, he's a
She
squirting.
stopped the train dead in its tracks.
Just the
She's
power of
squirting.
concentration.
Ew.
That was fucking awesome.
Subconscious mind.
I have the power to squirt.
Of research.
Why is she talking to that Star Trek the original series alien?
Look at this thingy. Hi!
I'm the littlest robot!
And then Chewbacca comes in and roars at it and it runs away. I can't do a good Chewbacca. Sorry, guys. That was insulting to Chewbacca. I apologize.
One of the researchers.
On behalf of a very public spanking up, we would like to apologize to all Wookiees everywhere.
The experiment lasts for about minutes. And then the robot stops.
And they stop writing their comments in the comment section.
Unconscious mind can influence the direction in which it
That's a
moves.
fucking robot.
It's assumed that
It's a fucking robot.
It's a fucking robot. It's drawing on that little pad.
these
He
experiments
shows us videos that are so bad.
possible for a sleeping
robot.
consciously
Thanks for the
influence the
tribute,
generation
guys.
of chance inside
I
the
love your intro. I love your intro.
So do I.
Chaos recording.
Oh, look at that.
That's on my refrigerator right now.
Robot
I think
gets
that's a
too
cat.
close for the sleeper's comfort.
And
Oh,
that,
it's a map of
Is it really
and that's Mommy.
unconscious sleeping mind?
And there's Daddy right next to her.
In Princeton, Dr. Roger Nelson also thinks intuition might be the key to unlock this
That
mysterious
was the
side
weakest
of the human mind.
overhead fucking
15 years
throw
ago,
I've ever
he
seen.
started to wonder if collective
And I don't
We don't play crickety cricket out here.
I don't play crickety cricket up here either. It's an
Yes,
English.
you do. You know how it's played.
experiments where which
It's
we
an
call
English
field
thing.
RG, field work
What do you
experiments.
guys play over there?
Football.
Went to conventions and concerts and operas, and what we found is that places where there was a kind of coherence and resonance in the group, there the
No one
RGs
trusts a Scot enough to give him something
from
a
their
big
normal
wooden bat.
behavior, or from the expected behavior. In other words, the RGs, field RGs, could see, so to speak.
Are they?
I'll be right back.
Were the machines really registering human emotion? Experiments is
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't you'll get a
trying to
suit
look at
by
resonance.
Disney Lucas.
Resonance where among people, which we believe may extend to our
Oh my
machines.
god, he used that very famous thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can hear it. The third violinist on the left is out of tune.
So, after many, many experiments like that, it became, you know,
What
you begin
experiment?
to think about other
Yeah, I was going to say, what experiments did you do?
these things. What if we...
What experiment?
Apparently it was, how quickly can I get arrested if I walk around naked in the park?
Oscars or
Oh, this is the
the
trick
O.J.
that was going on
Simpson
about 9/11.
and take data from something running in Europe, take data from another one running
His fault. They should arrest him.
in the States, and combine them.
If you knew about 9/11 before it happened, that makes you accountable.
With the ideal opportunity to put these ideas into action.
Unless Princess Di.
On August the 31st, in a dingy Paris underpass, Diana, Princess of Wales,
Are they seriously
was
going
killed in
to
a
say
car
that
crash.
psychic powers
A
killed
sudden
her?
tragic death sent
I mean, there is a
shockwaves around the
conspiracy
globe.
theory, a couple of conspiracy theories about her
Diana
death.
was killed.
Yeah, it was just an accident. Well, it was a horrible accident, but it was an accident nonetheless. It was just an accident.
The driver was drunk,
it was
and they
a-
reckon it was paparazzi chasing
point of
and all
focus
sorts of
for
shit.
really large numbers of people.
But yeah, Overall,
we know what happened, so it wouldn't be a conspiracy.
There's a conspiracy that the royal family had her killed.
Oh, well, I know that, but what I'm saying is, do we have any evidence that that's what happened?
Europe and the United States.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Those data were combined, and we got a large effect.
The large effect was that an incredible woman died.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
You're defaming her right now. That's what's going on.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
Powerful enough to
And she was a pretty cool humanitarian, don't you think?
Yeah, she was a bitch.
For Nelson, this surge in global consciousness opened up a whole new avenue in his research. Not long after that Diana incident, we went to...
She's a royal for starters.
Brought physiologists who think about
okay.
And
he oppressed your people? Is that what happened?
Mind
I'm a Republican dude.
Brought them together, and Dean Radin and Dick Bierman and I were standing in a hall talking about,
and then we devolved into a conversation about how we should all have sex.
The world EEG.
I started getting on close, but he looked nervous.
The electrodes that go on.
I think
I told him, don't be afraid, it doesn't bite.
EEGs on
I think
the
it was
whole
my
Earth,
nipple.
as if it was a...
It was hideous and overgrown.
And
did it taste like hot dogs?
Yes.
The result was the Global Consciousness Project, with random event
But what really
generators
got him
set
was
up in
my third
75
bollock.
different locations.
I tried to it underneath my chin.
Roger Nelson has been meticulously analyzing the data.
Oh, this guy actually has a digital screen.
Become convinced human responses to great world events are being registered by his machine.
I'm smarter than everybody. I can read binary.
Oh my god.
1999, and war is raging in the Balkans.
Oh no, it's not my...
More tragic events that shouldn't be tied to people doing pseudoscientific bullshit.
As with September the 11th, REGs around the world synchronized their responses to this.
Devorian Zassardy says this guy's head is 40% hair.
Which you can see is just wandering level, no interesting stuff happening. Right at the moment the bombing begins, we begin to see a tremendous change in the way the data look.
Yeah.
The project was set up.
What is he? I don't understand where that data is coming from, though. What is producing the data?
Relate to a collective emotional response to world events. Could the results of 9/11 take us nearer to proving the reality of PK?
No.
Physicists, Wood is still unconvinced.
There are many hundreds.
Okay, this guy is a debunker.
Done very carefully.
What it does is it proves the reality of terrorism to the American people.
So many
They didn't think. I mean, other than Pearl Harbor,
very
they didn't think that kind of thing could happen here.
By chance.
Yeah. Well, you had the Atlanta bomber.
That was internal, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was internal.
Well, just like the Unabomber too, and then. Oh, was the Atlanta bomber the same person? Is that what you're saying?
No.
I didn't know if he was called something else too. Oh! You're talking about the Oklahoma bombing.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one after the World Cup that was in the USA.
Exists. I would have to give a guarded no.
And now back to a very public spanking.
Psychokinesis of random number generators is that the effect
Oh, Dr. Small Eyes.
No, I think he's debunking a lot of this.
He is? I thought he was in on it.
So did I. That's how it seemed at the start.
To be able to test whether other kinds of external
The skeptic cannot fuck me.
environment may be having an effect on them.
PK literally means psychokinesis. It means moving something with your
Dude,
mind.
it's not kinesis. It's
probably misleading. At least now, if you stay with the data, you can say, we've got a correlation. It's a very interesting one. Big event happens in the world, big changes happen in the data. Just exactly why and how remains. So, Nelson's experiments only measure responses to events.
He's a shaved chimpanzee.
Show that the joining of many minds is strong enough.
Fuck you!
Many scientists.
He walks like he has a pole up his ass.
It could be proved
because he does.
The fundamental laws of the known universe.
Well, you know what? You can't. There is a portable butt plug you can buy. You can use it all day if you want.
Before they happen. Not just to respond, but to decide.
The Earth blinks. As the Earth blinks.
Oh God,
The
we're going
grim
into
truth, it
France.
seems to me, is that if we can make the world a better place with our psychic abilities, we can also do harm with our psychic abilities. And the real lesson is that we just need to work on our own self-control.
Alright, so that was that one.
That was god-awful. I didn't have one orgasm.
And we're back to this Russian wifey, but I think this is only a short one. Where the hell's CJ? Oh, he's not on yet. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, we're 2.5 hours in. You want to bring Firefly in? If he
Yeah.
wants to come in?
Yeah.
Send it. Firefly, you can come in if you want.
You know, I was going to say, do you have them on Skype?
I do have him on Skype, actually. I'll send it to him.
Yeah. I think this one's very quick. This is like, I didn't realise. Of course, I don't watch these things.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. If you just Google or YouTube what you're looking for, you know what I mean. It's gonna show multiple videos of her.
Nina, what's her face? Yes, I didn't see any jump cut whatsoever.
I just sent Andrew the link.
My God, she's moving a box within a box.
Within a box.
Quick, someone get the spinny top thing. We must test. I can make this move. La la la. Whoa, what? Okay, this is real Matrix spoon bending.
Oh, okay. So, like, the little kid, he's like, do not try and bend the spoon with your mind. It's yourself that's bending.
Hey, guys.
Oh, Jason.
Okay, reddish hair. I'm happy.
Okay.
Reddish hair in the cleavage shot.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a little bit of boobage showing.
Vi skal imidlertid se på kaniner, og vi skal altså få høydepunkt fra Vallervien.
I don't understand a word she's saying. And since I don't like girls, I don't care.
Sven Rik fra Verdensverk nemlig Norges nummer 1
Scandinavian,
entertainer
anyway,
på
I think.
mysterier, tankelesning og det uforklarlige. Og Sven,
Yeah,
til tross for
sounds
at du påstår at du
Scandinavian.
kan alt dette,
I want to see the spoon.
That's Captain Picard.
There's a spoon.
Her har vi da 2 minikjøpte skjeer, som følge mine øyne i hvert fall ikke bøyd eller vendt på, eller halvveis gjennom eller noen ting. Så da skal du få lov til å prøve å bøye
Yeah, it doesn't help because I don't understand the language, but that is a fucking Muppet.
La oss bare se at det da faktisk
Two spoons together, right?
Hold på den så lenge.
But he keeps the top one he put up.
I
Yeah,
noticed he pulled something out of his pocket. This one he pulled out of his pocket.
I was just going to say, I was just
This is
saying,
already preset.
This one came from his fucking
Så tar det litt lengre tid.
watch as I bend it with my hand and then fucking holding it down. That's bending it with your hands, you prick.
Jeg skal forsøke. Pass på, tenker jeg.
Oh, come on. He's gonna slap it.
Yep, he's gonna smack it one. Oh no, I believe he's trying to claim it's bending as he lifts his hand up.
Skjeen bøyer seg.
Oh yeah, he's claiming he's bending that.
Claiming it's bending as he lifts his... Yeah.
Jeg skjønner jo ikke hvordan du gjør dette her.
Oh, there he is. Gotta turn your mic on.
Jeg synes den ser bøyd ut, men.
There's who?
CJ.
He just entered the chat.
Hey CJ.
Hey, CJ. How's it going?
Hello. Oh.
You're just in time for some hurdy-gurdy spoon bending.
I love hurdy-gurdies.
At least I think it is. We don't know what they're saying, but they're trying to bend a spoon that this guy pulled out of his own pocket and say it's telekinetic power.
Okay.
I bet he's wishing it was his own cock.
Da har vi
I can't do that. Now give me that one.
Det er jo enkelte som påstår at
You see how the one I pulled out of my pocket compares to the one that you just gave to me. Because I didn't have a chance to bend that one.
I want to see him do it with a one that
What the hell did he just do?
Med tankens kraft at du bøyer den ikke.
He went woof.
Is it touching his hand at all?
I det hele tatt, jeg konsentrerer meg, så det holder om det, så har du sett Matrix?
Ja.
Matrix,
Oh, come on.
You want to know how this is done? Just watch James Randi's video on it.
Omtrent så, se.
I think you referred to the Matrix there, so apparently his trick is
Wow,
Does he think
there is no spoon?
As the bald head, I am the kid from the Matrix.
I want to see him do it with a different metal object that's a little bit thicker.
Det snakk om konsentrasjon underveis, så
I want to use an I-beam, sir. Bend it with your mind.
Det er helt uforklarlig for meg. Det er jo nettopp det de gjør. De gjør ting som er uforklarlig, slik at publikum eller seeren tenker hvordan i all verden fikk du til det. Men da har du brukt hele livet på å få disse kunnskapene. Du begynte som en helt liten, du også leker med tryllesett.
Ja, det stemmer. Og så gikk jeg mer over til slike ting som dette. Jeg er helt sikker på at i vår hverdag så er det for lite mysterier. Altså vi trenger litt mysterier, slik vi hadde da vi var små. Det trenger vi å ta vare på fortsatt, og derfor holder jeg på med dette.
Du sier også at du kan drive med tankelesning.
I think he's
Fortell meg litt om det.
Av og til så er det personer som
He's like, come on, baby. I'm sure you have bend spoons. Imagine what
Dude, hitting on her won't work. She will never like you, okay?
Jeg tror du tenker på en person du føler deg nær knyttet til akkurat nå.
I think he said a bunch of racial slurs, something.
Jeg skal bare tenke på en person så det
Jeg har ikke satt opp noe, det er ikke noe avtalespill på noen som helst måte.
Come on, bend the spoon. Bend something on the spoon. Oh, he's gone for a bad touch.
He's gonna bend her fingers.
What the hell is he making me doing?
Your hands are so soft.
So your hand is raising as I suddenly touch the bottom of your hand. Just that you raise it.
See her face, the contempt in her face.
Oh,
here we go again. Yeah, that's it. Angle the spoon away from the TV so we can't see it from the camera.
Hey CJ, you have some experience with magic. You can probably explain this, can't you?
My best guess is that he has a string, one of those magician strings, probably hidden up his sleeve, and you use a little bit of the magician string stuff, and you're able to do some of that. That bit right there, I think he has.
It's even pointing at his sleeve.
Yeah, I think it's tricks.
So then they show us that it's bullshit.
No, I think what the video's trying to point out is that he's got the powers and you can see him doing the powers.
Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't have any, so yeah.
Whoa, this one's
What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
That was
yeah, that escalated quickly. Where's Jason? Where's Jason? I need him to come in and freak out on this.
At least it's not Nikki. At least it's not Nikki.
This is what she looks like with the women's clothing off.
So I leave and you have to get 2 people to replace me? Is that how this is now?
And we were waiting.
You promised me you loved me.
You're so important it takes 2 of us to replace you, Jason.
Why is Sinbad swan diving off of that rock?
Oh, you missed the hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, I did. Oh well, I don't care. Same bullshit, different guys.
Abby and I are thinking that was either Norwegian or Swedish.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. That.
I'm gonna side with Swedish since I'm Norwegian.
Well, Swedish and Norwegian are basically the same language, aren't they?
Yeah.
You take that back. Do you take that back? Everyone take that back.
Practically are. There's a few pronunciation differences, but that's about it. Oh, this one. Real telekinesis training. How to do telekinesis. Eagle warrior training.
Yay! Is it for beginners?
No.
Okay.
Apparently it's not for beginners, this one.
Okay. Here comes a horrific surprise.
Is he really flapping his arms like a bird?
Aliens change vibration and frequency.
Me and the Cosmos are working in harmony
got one of those
to
voices.
activate some seriously powerful
Hey kids, this is what happens when you do LSD too often.
on an extremely powerful day of solar alignments within the Grand Cardinal Cross. Now,
It's like
I'm
the
sure you
hip-hop
can
wizard's
see
retarded cousin.
What the fuck does that even mean?
He doesn't even know.
You see that? Oh, the moon is right there. The magical powers are coming down to my penis now. I mean, my... Yeah.
My magic powers are in my pants.
on the midday sun. And now it was completely sunny out here before, and we completely created these clouds.
If he brings out a stick.
Oh, this guy's only one trust fund check away from being the crazy homeless guy.
With those energies,
I was thinking the hip-hop wizard.
No, fuck, the hip-hop wizard is oceans more sane than this guy sounds.
That's why I said it's a retarded cousin of hip-hop wizard.
I have a feeling he'd probably clubbed some hikers to death to get that camera.
Energies, written in.
He's like, I'm totally sorry for having to murder your life essence, but I need this camera for my YouTube show.
Oh, and also the blood.
And also apparently a used condom and a bandana. What is that?
Panties.
Oh, he's pooping.
Oh, he's okay.
Jump.
It's
just
Strong gust of wind. Strong gust of wind.
Is this from Faces of Death where he does one of those stupid jumps and snaps his neck on the bottom?
What's this got to do with telekinesis?
What's gonna do? Is he gonna bring more clouds for us?
I don't know what he's gonna do, but I do know he needs a couple more meals in him.
He eats sand. The sand is all he needs.
Come back to the
There are times where I love America, and then there are times that I hate America, and this is one of those times.
Wait, where you love America?
In other countries, this man would be put away. In this country, he's free to be as tripped out on his balls as he wants.
I like the music he's got on, you know? Just all hippie shit.
Oh,
is
what
he
is
going
he doing?
into a vagina? Is that what? Re-entering my mother.
Oh, I hope he becomes a T-Rex next. I love that.
I'm the motherfucking T-Rex.
I can't make my bed, damn it.
What's he doing now? Wow, what a magic leap.
Oh, he's a monkey.
Other than the fact that
no, he's gonna fly. He's gonna actually fly. Come on, fly. Fly, do it.
I want somebody to break.
He probably actually thinks he is flying right now.
Someone is holding the camera for him. Who is that person?
Someone who's either suppressing a laugh or even more LSD burnt than this guy is.
Watch my friend. This guy's
Holding
fucking
pretty
crazy.
nice for an LSD burnout.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he supposed to be doing?
I don't know.
He's wearing hammer pants. Did you guys notice that?
Can't touch them. That's so we can't touch them.
Maybe that was the hiker he killed.
Yeah. He killed
It's like MC Hammer's like, finally, a day for myself out with nature. Who is this young stranger come up to say hello to me on this day?
He just stabs him right through the head.
Yeah.
Sorry to break your glasses, but I need your life.
Namaste, except this knife. Clock.
Oh man, I did not. This was not how my life is supposed to end.
I'm going to say this right. Oh, but I know he's embarrassed about his brown eye.
Is that a shell? Is he holding
But
it up
I've
so you can hear the whistling wind?
Never been more thankful for hammer pants.
Just doing yoga on the rocks. Is this supposed to accomplish something, or?
I don't even think this is yoga. I don't know what this is.
Well,
It's trying to harness the solar energy in some way.
I want to know is...
You've done this before. Abby, whenever you've done this, have you ever caused...
I've not done that. What I'm saying, like, he's doing quasi poses. He's holding it for like 2 seconds as opposed
Rox
to...
has vibration altered this are altered to even what? Wait. Another of the rocks that
has
had
its vibration altered. This one altered to an even higher frequency.
So we can see that he takes acid when he writes stuff too.
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably went to college as an English major, but that's obvious.
That all went down when I met that man on the street.
I met a little red demon who gave me a special pill.
The first sentence has almost every word capsulized, and then it's like, nah, fuck it. After that, after the
he got tired.
The one point where he should have capitalized, he hasn't bothered.
Or put a period.
What? Wait, what was that?
Someone brought out that
I have
child.
more than 45 minutes of video, but the energy fucked the mem card up, so...
It wasn't meant to be released.
Oh. Mommy. Someone... Okay, you know what? I really am starting to think this guy... His parents need to know where he is so that they know that he's alright and they can send someone to help him.
I'm just really thankful for that energy that fucked up the memory card. So we have bullshit.
He's right now. That hat is the only thing keeping his brains in his head.
Oh god, he's thumping a human foot. Dude, if you're shitting out a human foot, that's bad.
If you're shitting out a human foot, you're going to have a bad
The
time.
highest vibe. I can't read it.
Thank you. You should be thankful.
The highest vibe rock encountered yet. Yoga meditation to absorb vibration. Dude, you have to pick better colors. Cyan is not a good color when it's like against sunlight.
Yeah, that's the thing that's wrong with this video is his choice of text colors.
He was like, "This one's trippy, man." Yeah.
I was on board until that really poor color choice. Oh.
Hammer pants, hammer dance.
Up
Is he Cornholio?
He's giving me excitations.
Whichever mood you want to
Dude,
use.
this is a guy that hip hop wizard met and he was like, nah, fuck you, I'm out of here.
He pointed at him with the stick and said, "Fuck you."
Man, this is just more proof that when white people are exposed to foreign traditions, they just totally fuck it up beyond belief. This guy is the Chevy's to Mexican food that is to yoga.
And you want to meditate.
You got to say Taco Bell for the people on the East Coast.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy is to yoga what Taco Bell is to Mexican food.
Still gonna miss me because obviously I don't get that shit, but never mind.
Well, when you come over here, I'll bring you to Taco Bell.
Is it just me, or does he look like he's on a Star Trek The Next Generation foreign planet set right now?
Yeah, waiting for the Gorn to come out.
I expect Riker to walk past on the path underneath him.
I figured it out.
Isn't this the place where they filmed The Last Outpost?
I'm waiting. Yeah, Riker should swing his leg over him and then sit in his lap. And only the Star Trek fans will get what I mean. And then when he leaves him, he'll swing his other leg back over his head and walk away.
It's alright, I understand. I get that reference. But I'm telling you what this is. This is one of Kirk's alien babies.
A greater, higher consciousness, the manifestation.
Well, he's not green, though. Well, he is orange.
Next.
Somebody said, is this spirit science? Oh, that was awesome. I can't read.
I've got to get back to animate and alter my voice.
Zabu Kazar said that. That was awesome.
As the eagle flies, manifests.
Okay, he's got to start flapping his arms. Do not go to this website. Do not go to this website.
No, I am totally advocating that
Do not get on the mailing list.
Do not tell this fucking idiot to go to a drug rehab center now.
Do not go to www.ayahouse.
And send me those hammer pants.
You know what? This shit may fly at a Grateful Dead concert, dude, but don't put it on YouTube.
Does he have more videos? Wait. Does he have more videos? Oh,
no,
geez.
we have.
This guy.
What?
Is he in a courthouse?
Real telekinesis.
I get the feeling he's just going to whip out his dick and start wanking.
On YouTube, and a lot of them are just not believable. So I'm going to make one video to...
You're a Red Wings fan. I already hate
I think the frat house said, this is your haze. You have to, you have to pretend to do something stupid and upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, this is how they haze people at MIT.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, pledge, you've got to go on YouTube and make a woo video. He's like, no, my reputation. Fuck your reputation. You want to be in this frat?
Oh, my sleeves.
You're the skinniest guy here.
Attached string.
He might
Get out of here.
I can't really hear him, so...
That's out of the way.
I think he's going to say that he's going to manipulate the keyboard and the mouse through that glass table.
For an object today, I'm going to
Nope.
do,
No, he's not. It's
He's going to move a CD case.
Yes,
no,
this is an
he's
MIT
gonna move a...
video. I did.
Excuse me.
about how much they weigh.
A spindle.
Dude, if you need to tell someone how much a CD weighs in this day and age...
Everybody has them, everybody...
You don't know. There may be people out there that don't know what a CD is. Although I don't know why they'd be using YouTube. Oh, see, he's only moving now. It's down to one CD.
Have it move or static electricity here.
Does that say Red Wings on his shirt?
It does. That's what I said when he first started up. He has a Red Wings hoodie on. I already hate him.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Focus.
I was thinking of a different type of Red Wings.
Focus. As his pinky touches the CD.
Yep.
We're almost there. His thumb is now closer to it. It's not moved once.
Is a friend with a string pulling it.
It's not moved at all.
It hasn't moved.
I think that's the joke. This is my woo video, guys. This is the best I could do. All right, fine. You're into Theta Kappa Pi Alpha.
You didn't make the CD move. You can't get into the Crystal Rapist frat house.
Get this fucking guy out of here. He
What
can't
would be
marry my
funnier
daughter.
is if the CD didn't move, but the mouse was jumping all over the place. Oh, Lucky! I can't.
It moved a smidge.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because it's hard.
Well, it's just all it means is that there's something transparent there that doesn't get picked up by the camera, and he's pushing that. Either that, or as you said, there's a friend pulling something off screen.
The thing is, you can't see what his other fingers are doing.
Yeah, he's covering up his fingers in such a way that his thumb or
He's
something.
covering his thumb.
Yeah.
Remember, the camera has not moved. It was placed into position.
There you go, you see it. No strings attached. No
Guys,
back.
can you give me my robot back now?
Anybody wants me to, move any other objects or,
Yes.
have any
I
requests,
do.
let me know.
Yeah, I want you to do it without using your hands, please.
Demonstrate some other TKNs.
It's funny that
That's what she said, though.
Again, I'll show you that there's nothing that side.
All around 360, please.
As your friend moves out of view.
Now, what I want you to do is put your hands on the table, beside it, and then move down towards you.
Do it, or I'll drive a nail through your hand.
Let's see if it moves.
Hey, is that man gonna attack that letter?
I'm going to tell you now, this is from the UK.
Yeah, I know Thames, yeah.
What does that Thames word mean? Is that like
It looks
Jane?
kind of like the Hulk.
Right, the Thames Television was created by Lord Thames, I believe. No, that was Anglin. This is Thames Television. It's a TV production company from the 80s and early 90s.
Okay.
From the UK, and this one's called Stories in the Night, early paranormal TV program.
Those guys were kissing.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was allowed in England back in the day.
I'm tripping balls, dude. This is weird.
I love it.
Is this really a TV show? Oh shit! No! Make it stop!
As opposed to Stories in the Day.
Stories in the mid-afternoon. Hello and welcome to Stories in the Night. My name's Tinsley Wimbledon. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick Stewart.
Stories over crumpets and tea.
With me today is Albus Dumbledore, who claims that he's a wizard. Welcome, Albus.
Harry. The ability
I told you to strip.
power of the mind and not physical force. Regella believes
there it is.
Oh, you're a Geller.
the world with his feats of metal bending.
Still
As if
sore
people
after
haven't
being
told him to
banked
go
on the
fuck
Tonight
themselves.
Show.
This too has been.
Look at this guy.
I'm incredulous. Blah, 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 blah.
There's no question if Jeff Goldsworth, a healer and clairvoyant, to claim.
Oh, they got a creepy serial killer to sit in. That's awesome.
I'm waiting for the 2-minute hate.
Put into the text to see if he could germinate seeds just by holding them. Beforehand,
No. No.
experiment as well.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again.
It rubs the seeds on
Had
its.
they were sealed. I've opened them and now put them into your hands, Jeff. Beforehand, you were searched. You've got your sleeves rolled up. Now, what is going through your mind at this moment?
Interpretive hand dance.
I'm
Okay,
trying.
what he's actually doing is breaking open the seeds as he rubs his palms together.
Now, I'm going to say the shitty quality is up from because it's obviously from
As much energy in my
VHS.
mind as I can to say this is going to work. I'm no doubt. You say you're putting it through your mind, but then there's a lot of physical movement going on there with your hands. You're rubbing them together.
I'm sure that's what you tell all the boys.
It's not so much channeling.
I'm going to make you germinate. Oh, God, yes, I must use my hands with my mind, though.
My hand become really intensely active. But it's mainly in the mind that I'm doing it. Now, I was
Come on. He sat around practicing this, too.
I'm rubbing away for all I'm worth and concentrating hard. And
It's mainly the mind. Pay no attention to what I'm doing with my hands.
Because one of the criticisms has been if you rub seeds, they grow. It's not
Oh,
true.
God.
Check that with-
This is
with
just
Nick.
so full of innuendo.
Yours should grow as well.
I can't. I'm like, there's so many jokes
He
running
rubs the
through my
seeds
mind.
upon its hands, or else it gets the hose again.
How come we didn't get to see the end result?
I think it must be an ancient episode.
Because it
I'm
didn't
sure everybody
happen.
got it.
It didn't work. He's explaining it right now.
I was concentrating like
See, the thing is, you gave me seeds that I didn't germinate before.
Well, again, it stems with me from childhood. So I suspect that I've never had any...
Dude, go stand by the bus stop again, you useless. Hello, I can germinate seeds with my hands.
Fine, it's going to work. I do have to believe it's going to work. Even though I get very nervous and worried about it, I have to believe I'm going to succeed. I don't always.
Otherwise, my world falls apart and I start murdering babies again.
Nothing happens.
They haven't created medication for what I have.
But it started really when I was 5
I'm loving Uri Geller's socks.
And nearly died.
Could he not find trousers that actually fit him?
Immediately on coming home after 6 months away.
Well, he had to bend spoons to make the money for the clothes.
He's actually thinking, if this guy can do it, I gotta learn that trick.
Did he go to the Salvation Army just before the show and said, a red sweater vest and a big giant collared shirt?
Now, we're in England, it's a jumper.
In retrospect,
sorry.
I also started to see people that nobody else could see. Physical form. Yes, they were quite your mind. No, they were physical. They really appeared to be there. They would speak to you. Yes, they would speak to me. I suppose I would have been written off as perhaps going around the bend, but it turned out that one or two of them.
Was this on at 3 a.m. when it was originally on TV?
Very possibly.
Yes. Died 20 years
I don't know, dude. In the 80s, I was playing with Ghostbuster toys.
Look at his fucking shoes. And the bell bottoms.
The story has more tacky than what this guy is saying.
Talk about it even then.
Oh, I can't wait till they get to him. I can't.
What? He's just gonna bend a fucking spoon again.
I don't care. I just love those fucking pants.
I wanted to emulate the American flag.
What I have just seen on the table is very convincing. Again, I understand his problem.
By the way, James Randi owes me $1 million.
Mind, PK, because it's very, very difficult to prove. The minus with these demonstrating these abilities, and I think David would agree.
My mother addressed me this morning.
Suddenly you can't produce them. It's almost like there is some kind of an inbuilt safety device around these powers that don't want to be exposed and don't want to be validated.
Oh, I see. It makes sense now.
It's unbelievable because when I was at Stanford Research Institute for so many months, I couldn't bend a spoon. And yet on television, it's so easy for me sometimes to do.
In controlled experiment conditions, I suddenly couldn't do any of the shit I said I could do.
So I wore these pants as a distraction.
Yeah, but how is it?
Yes,
For the clothing, I can.
Thing here is real. But again, I have not seen it from the beginning to the end. But I do believe, I tend to believe Jeff because I say, look, if I can do it, you can do it.
In theory, it's possible.
Oh, definitely.
One bullshit artist has to support another bullshit artist. That's how it works.
To produce the effect that Jeff has produced, or that Ulrika produced. I believe that Jeff has produced a beautiful effect. As Yuri has said,
You're a professor.
The final
On the other hand, I have a legitimate career outside of here.
We had him searched. We had someone with him all day. What would you like to know about that experiment and the way it was done? I would have liked to have seen Jeff video right from the scratch, all right the way through the day, including the things he was wearing, doing, the people he was talking to, and so forth. I mean, nobody could pretend, could they, that this was a really
cannot fuck me.
We're not pretending that, no, because we couldn't really lay that on. But what would you want to ask? Well, ask Jeff. What any question you've got to try
What's with the background?
Well, was Jeff?
Well, it's at night, remember? So
where we
because the whole set is nothing but them dropping dry ice into water.
I'm not worried
at all. This is the best you're going to get.
Well, people, as it were, to be present when it was done under controlled conditions. I would love to be that scientist. What could he have done, let's say, that you would have thought up? Well, I can think of ways in which
I would tell you to dress differently.
If I was going to do this experiment, I'd have controls. I'd watch and try to get you to do that same damn thing over and over again.
I would have a child there to laugh at you when we disprove it.
Wait a minute, did that just pause itself? It's playing.
You didn't pause it?
No.
Must have been the ghost of creepy serial killer guy from 1980 something.
That's it. He's seen it into the future, and he's seen it will take the piss.
He looks a little bit like an anemic Hannibal from the TV series.
I have been in the laboratory.
Is that Jeffrey Dahmer?
No.
I love the guy's face, the professor's face. Like he's just like, you're talking shite.
He's like sitting there trying to hold in his laughter.
Skeptics already know in their mind that they do not want it. Oh, okay. David, you weren't here from the beginning for what we saw.
How about I take that microfilament and wrap it around your neck and strangle you till you're dead?
Is to try and make that compass needle move, right, just by using your mental powers and energies. You mustn't touch the compass.
Oh, an actual experiment. Please, yes, let's do.
So two things. One,
and if you lose, I get to drive the needle into the head of your penis.
I don't think I'm going to prove it. I still don't believe I'm going to prove it if it works.
Oh, he's going to manipulate a compass.
The scientists have said is that I've had an implant put in my
Stop
hand.
talking and do it, you fuck.
Yeah, okay. And I don't know if the camera can see, but I don't. It would move all the time if I had an implant. Put your hand right over it.
No, it wouldn't.
I don't know if it is. But what I hope to do is to just, I'll count 1, 2, 3 and go and try to get energy from my hand to move it. Whether it will or not, I don't know. I'll just try now. 1, 2, 3, go. Well, very slight. Have another. Can I have another? 1, 2, 3, go. Certainly much more.
Oh, come on.
And it's not good. Try one more time.
One more time and watch it spin around like a motherfucker.
1, 2, 3, go. Well, it
It's
moves.
the same piece of footage edited in every single time.
It moved. Yes, right. It doesn't matter if it moved a fraction. It moved. It moved then, David. Right. Wait for it. 20 degrees. The principle is there. That I saw that move. Now, what are you going to say about that? Well, really, there's many sources of energy around that compass at the moment. There's all kinds of things moving around people's feet.
This is not his field.
The objects. This
He's a
water's moving
psychologist.
now. If you like to put the camera on that, and I'm not touching it. There's lots of ways you can produce small movements in small objects.
In that field.
There's really nothing
Why ask him?
Apart from, let's say, going to a laboratory.
Well, probably because he's the smartest person in the room.
A laboratory
Yeah, true.
As Yuri knows, he has been studied in the laboratory under rigorous
You have an IQ over 12. Can you help us, please?
How difficult it is, isn't it, to produce metal bending under different control conditions. We'll come to those.
Actually, my IQ is 170.
Remember, you've been accused of being the world's greatest illusionist. How do you explain
Accused of it.
Well, unlike Jeff, I discovered it also in a different way, but also in childhood. And
In childhood, I was trying to do people out of their money, too.
Sort of sharpen these powers is because I demonstrated it constantly and constantly.
No, you didn't.
Yes, it's like
Everybody beat you up on the playground. That's what happened.
you will not gain muscle, but if you do it for a year or two, there will be results. And that's what happened. I did telepathy, I did metal bending, and all that. And I have been accused by, for instance, this is interesting, the compass. I've been accused of having magnets in my teeth, that I swallow magnets before performance, that I have them on my person, on my chain, and so forth. But
They accused me of all of the stuff I actually do, and it was very distressing.
Maybe still is.
Well, I was working as a CIA agent
in a laboratory.
Israel.
You can put such controls that you rule out cheating. And for instance, the easiest thing to do with a compass is to take a subject, and if the subject says that they can move a compass, you have to run a
The easiest thing to do with a compass is see where north is.
these instruments measure any wave that can move a compass, not with PK.
So a wave that can move a compass, so does that mean your powers are waves?
I don't know what they are, but there's no doubt in my mind that our human mind, our brain, can build some kind of an energy if you intensely think of a compass to move or a glass
Then do something other than bend spoons.
You can actually, or let's say just a piece of paper to move under a bell jar. The intensity of your thought
I like the
can
professor.
generate
He's doing his best to not
something. I don't know if
fucking
it's
burst
a
out
wave,
laughing like.
whether it's wavy or it's an energy, or it's no one knows. No science knows.
How do you feel when you, let's say, try and move a piece of paper, or what is going on in your head? We heard from Jeff what's going on in his head. What's happening to you?
I constantly.
It's done it again.
What? Oh.
Deeply, and then I think psychologically, I want it to move. I want it to move.
Okay, which one of our viewers is intentionally pausing the video with their mind?
I'm doing it, guys. Sorry.
But again,
so you can take a break while you drink.
In laboratory.
Going 1, 2, 3, go! And pointing at the TV screen. And hoping
Anyway, everybody all at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go!
I like you. I always go into a bad
Now we need to go sit next to a tree.
Wait, I can do it. Look. 1, 2, 3,
go!
That's amazing.
Holy hell!
And also
I ought to go worship.
You didn't even see the mouse move.
It almost can block a positive power. So it's very hard to work with skeptical and negative signs.
We all have this power. Jeff's saying we all have it. You say we all have it.
It's very hard.
We're skeptic because they keep debunking our bullshit.
Yeah, we all have power. It's called lying. It's what I do. It's called lying. You use the lying to dupe people out of money.
David, our skeptic here, he has potentially the power within him to move the compass.
Maybe
No.
not. But if he will somewhere convert, and if he will invest a year or two trying to move it, he might.
Yeah, I'm going to waste a year of my life doing what he suggests.
He might still not believe it.
Would you want to do that? With due respect, I might indeed, after a year or two's training, move it in some mysterious manner. But would it be any use? I mean, what would be
Could it be that you're a fucking liar?
Oh, you raised a very crucial question here. You know what? When
Contorted and stuff.
Discovered,
I'm so glad our TV has improved over the years.
They didn't know what to do with it immediately either. Am I
We no
right?
longer have this
So
sort of
that
shit
little
at night
step
time.
Of you, maybe 2 years from now, being able to move a compass, maybe in our lifetimes we won't have the capacity to use it. But maybe
I can see several applications for being able to move a compass with your mind. That would revolutionize everything. The internet wouldn't be possible if we didn't have psychics moving compasses with their minds.
Electricity, running cars on, only God knows.
All Google is a bunch of psychics sitting in a room staring at emails, sending them across the...
Oh, so that's how Al Gore did it.
Yeah.
But don't hold it out.
Joe's been doing this for at least 2 decades.
I thought the internet was a psychic
Jeff's been doing
hamster.
it for a while. What do you make of it? Well, as I said,
Now it's just cotton mills.
it is true.
Yeah.
I accept
The smoke has gone pink.
What is its function? What is its purpose for human beings, for human nature? I personally believe that
This is the point where he's saying, what's the point of your existence? You fucking
He has a point. Evolutionarily speaking, why would we have these powers and to what end?
And I believe that, yes, people do vary very much in terms of what we would crudely call in ordinary language pessimism, optimism. But there's good scientific data now that suggests that pessimistic or optimistic
doing our job for us.
health, for example. Now, those are the things that interest me more than things.
Here's the bottom line. Argument for science. We've landed on the move. We have the internet. We have communications around the world. We can travel anywhere, any point in the world within 20 hours. Medicine, health, DNA. We've been to Mars. What have the psychics done? I fucking moved a compass with my mind, and I made a piece of tinfoil fell over.
And I abducted some children, and I got arrested last year.
We tend to believe that science
And
is
yeah,
All I did was take him for a drive around the block. Touched him a little bit.
From illnesses. I don't consider that trivial.
It's
You've
okay,
gone
'cause
way
it helps you
dark.
with my mind.
Do you?
I touch them. I molest children with my mind. I don't touch them with my hands, just with my mind.
You're skeptical, but I'd like to know from you, Uri actually has submitted himself to scientific tests.
And he's failed every single one.
What is your response to that? Isn't that good enough? Well, I think some of the test conditions that were rigorous in some ways, and they were less rigorous in others. The experiments have been reinterpreted, not only by myself and my late colleague Richard Cannon, but by other people who've been to the laboratory. And
You're
I
a
think
psychologist.
it's very important that we must think that
You know what sucks? He probably got paid the least to be on the show.
in this field,
Yeah.
but I'm not an expert in all fields, and sometimes scientists step out of their area.
He's capitulating, too. I don't like that.
They can control things in a scientific way when they're really out of their depth. And I think, frankly, some of the people that Yuri was working with, physicists, very, very well-trained, brilliant men, were actually a little bit out of their depth in terms of dealing with what could possibly be the most talented...
Speaking of people who are out of their depth...
I accept that Yuri is a very, very intelligent, almost supernormal person in certain ways.
Oh, okay, so this asshole is actually for him.
Paranormal
I understand you.
Seems that way.
I did it again.
Extremely gifted magician. That's my personal belief. Okay,
No, he's against Yuri.
He has his opinion,
He's just
and
being
I
nice.
will not fight him, because I certainly, like Jeff, will not spend the rest of my life
You've lost CJ.
my powers or my abilities.
Did we?
But I respect what he says.
Yep.
You lost the CJ. Oh no.
Well, he knows how to get back. If you have him on Skype, message him and say come back.
Take it on board. I think he's got a point.
Or
No, he certainly has a point that some scientists who are very fine physicists, it's just
They have 3 people for and nobody against.
goes around in magicians.
Yeah.
And
No,
they can
actually,
deduce
the
very
psychologist
easily.
says
But
he
I
thinks
must
he's
say
just a
this
very
and
skilled
maybe
magician.
conclude this fine discussion that in our planet and our
But
world,
he's not
is
exactly
made up
being
of
a
dreamers,
fighter. It's like
people who want
3 for
to
1
believe.
against.
And if you don't take
4, sorry.
that first step
3 for
in
1
trying
against.
to explain certain powers,
The TV host
then
is like,
what
yeah, I'm totally
will
for this.
go nowhere.
Do you think that David would never believe? Because he starts from a position of unbelief.
David might never believe in this lifetime, but maybe in other lifetimes he
Oh,
might not even
God.
believe that exists. He will be a believer. No doubt in my mind.
David, if he believed in
Not in this lifetime, but maybe in the next one. Okay.
But have you witnessed, personally witnessed Uri doing anything? Well, I've seen Uri many years ago.
Does anybody else want to see somebody get stabbed?
Well, absolutely.
I'm waiting for
I'm
the.
thinking somebody should hurry up and get to that next lifetime, yeah.
Some of my
I'm waiting for the
And I
guy
saw
with
another
his seeds to just snap
Yes, Uri was
and
in
ram
fact
that compass down someone's
having
throat.
various pressures and various reasons that he might have been under at that time.
So essentially this guy just asked, have you ever seen anything that you haven't been able to explain?
To perform, to produce things.
Pretty sure that applies to most people, but all that proves is that they couldn't explain it.
If not on many occasions, used a trick or two. And that's which one did? Please tell me. Yeah, what is spoon don't do with telepathy? What? I believe. Embarrassed to say. I believe.
Kind of stop being logical and talk more about butt fingering.
Very startling effects, and I'm convinced.
I don't want to finger any butts in this room.
Personally, I believe there is a trick, there is a way of doing
That's
it.
bad.
All right,
Atticus
the
is
answer
butt
to that
fingers
is
and butt
very
fingers. He's all for that, or was it
You
logic?
can, I mean, that's my.
If we had logic
my
here,
way of
there'd be
saying
butt fingering
it,
everywhere.
Describing. First of all,
Now, where is that dude? He should come in.
most of the
he's
things
asleep.
that I and Jeff and other scientists do with trickery. But so what? Because they can duplicate it with trickery, and they convince him that I.
No, you do it with trickery.
That doesn't mean that I'm doing it that way, Jeff. It's like you take 2 paintings, and one is an original.
That guy hasn't said a word since the beginning.
Okay,
Is he
I have
mesmerized?
left twice, and the deal is that when I leave twice, we're supposed to come back to a new video, but this is still on.
Yeah.
Change it. We got 48 minutes left. Let's change it.
BBC2, I am registering your complaint that you preempted EastEnders For a bunch of tweets arguing about germinating seeds with your hands.
This was a Channel 3, mate. ITV.
David, do you think...
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a BBC rival.
...are concerned? Yes, it worries me that they would no
Because
longer...
that matters.
Because I would love to beat them, Vince. I am an open-minded...
This is in a country that, well, to be fair, this could be before 82.
But yes, I'd love to
which means it could have been before Channel 4, and the only 3 channels we had in the UK was BBC 1, BBC 2, and Channel 3.
That mental energy can move atoms. I believe there is. Not necessarily pieces of paper, but atoms.
I believe stuff.
This is an area of controversy. Yes, there's some quite interesting findings and meta-analysis.
I believe wearing a tie. Meh.
There is a small
I
effect.
dress like a grown-up. One dresses like a child molester, and the other one dresses like he's retarded.
It's impossible for one person to read
CJ,
it
does he
all.
have his tie on
some
now?
evidence, some exciting evidence done in laboratories of this kind. But there's small effects.
pretty nice tie.
One wonders what's going on. So I believe in a
Yeah, but is it tied? But is it tied correctly?
reason for a cause.
Kind of hard to tell with this grainy video. 1 second.
Everybody is talking about will have an explanation. So the principle is there. But gentlemen, we must
single Windsor.
Gentlemen, we must say goodbye after all this fucking bullshit, and say goodnight to everyone who's up at 4 in the morning. And sorry, we don't have any real content.
Got a problem.
Yeah, I've got to say, this was never a mainstream
someone like
program.
your doctor or your local church. Some stories in the night. Good night.
Goodbye.
Fuck
your
you.
doctor or your local what?
Church.
Right.
Because that's where I go. When
Father Priestley!
The Holy Anglican Church shall dominate forever. Am I right?
Yeah.
I felt your psychic hands on my knickers last week.
I think so, and since I grew up in an Anglican house, you would think I'd know that, but no, I don't.
You were the smart one.
Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
That's debatable if he was the smart one.
So this is the point where everyone gets electrocuted because Bill Murray's a dick.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. No, it's not squiggly lines. I'm sorry.
This is Telekinesis, Psychokinesis documentary full with psychic Mark Mobay. Oh, Mark Mobay, sorry.
Why was it gunshot sounds? Oh, yes, I believe everything you say, Mark Mobay.
We've seen this guy before.
Have we?
No, I don't know. Every guy with a dark camera and a dark shirt. It's another one of my kids being a stupid fucking idiot.
Find out what it's all about, if it's real, how to do it, and the theory behind it.
He's English.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You can see him holding the fucking string in his hand. He's doing things on a black background wearing a black shirt.
I wonder what happened if you had a black string with a black background with a black shirt.
I don't know. More magic?
Is he supposed to be drinking it psychically?
No, he's maybe putting
moving the glass.
Ah.
Oh, he should
if
drink it
If
psychically.
he made the cup empty right then, I would be a believer. I'm going to tell you right now.
And by the way, the way you do that in a bar is you take microfilament wire and you run it from one hand, and when you swish your hand over the glass, you actually encircle it around so you can get a better pull, and then you pull it back with your backwards hand. You can actually see him doing that fucking trick.
This is all about all of us.
People.
And the reason you can get away with it in a bar is that they're usually dimly lit, so people can't see the goddamn microfilament.
And
Not to
they're
mention the
drunk.
fact that they're drunk. Yeah,
Mhm.
what CJ said.
Okay, I have a tip to anyone out there who wants to make an internet video. Get a microphone.
In these videos, I'm going to demonstrate to you and
Don't presume that the wind is going to dry down whenever you speak.
No.
No.
Yes.
We've broken Jason.
Oh, I think that was AJ, wasn't
No.
it? Autumnal?
Okay, this guy has magician hands. I don't know what this has to do with anything.
In
What?
In Russia, magic does you.
Because we say it does.
I think that was just bloody
Oh,
you know.
Oh, look, it's this stupid cow
It's
again.
titty filament again.
Titty filament. Oh, the applications of being able to move things off a table are endless.
Demonstrated that with a variety of objects, but perhaps I must start lingering.
What?
I know what you can do. You can make my penis grow by putting your hand on it.
I knew. What is going on? Why did we cut to that?
Why was there a dead frog on the screen?
You did see that, right? I'm not just hallucinating things to entertain myself.
Are we going to resurrect the dead frog with our brain powers? 'Cause that would be cool.
He cut it open and sucked the guts out.
You know, killing animals is the first sign of a serial killer.
Yeah.
Maybe that frog killed her, and he killed the frog in revenge.
That was his girlfriend.
Such a sleight of hand. There you go.
Forget your
There
language.
are a lot of professional magicians that would murder this man. Because he's just flat out doing magic tricks and claiming he has powers. And
Everything
nothing
he's
makes...
done so far is stuff I've done before.
Receive information from outside of the five senses. It's also sometimes called the sixth sense.
Yeah, notice how you couldn't actually see his mouth as he blew on those.
Yeah.
To make them fly.
Pretty much every day, sometimes.
Pretty decent movie.
Sixth Sense was a pretty good movie. Yeah, I was gonna say. I liked it. Am I the only
How many
person in the world
crappy
that would...
hairstyles is this guy gonna have?
I don't know.
Part of the magic.
What's terrible is it terrible that I find him kind of cute?
Yes.
He does have that kind of fuck me look about him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a bottom.
You can.
That's what took some in school.
He's got cute eyes.
The simple fact is that there is only one sense.
You heard it here first, folks. Cute trumps reason.
Well, isn't it the same way for
guys in here, right?
It's the same way for straight guys.
Well, you could always ask Abby if she thinks he's cute.
Which we don't interpret as such.
You are a Twinkie. You're nothing else, okay?
Okay, now I've got the speakers on my side, and I can barely hear them, so I can't imagine how bad it's for you guys.
Does it fucking matter what he's saying? Here's what he's saying. Derp-a-day, derp, 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 derp. He's not saying anything that we haven't heard 5 million times from other people.
Mechanic McLaughlin says he's got those fuck me lips going on.
Oh my god.
Oh, he deserves a good skull fucking.
No, I don't want to hurt
Abby
him.
Can see how Abby can see how he would be attractive to people. I'm thinking kind of like in that whole Vampire Diaries kind of way.
Yeah,
Except
that kind of meth addict,
as long as-
heroin junkie kind of way.
As long as he's not speaking.
Upside down.
He deserves a 10-inch dick in the ear.
Can I give him an 8-inch one instead?
Oh god, really? Look, the child killing, abduction, and molesting jokes are fine, but I draw the line when we start finding these assholes attractive.
I'm sorry. I don't give a damn about what he's saying.
Was a German physician.
Oh, sound. Oh my goodness, he discovered his microphone.
Sensation in the 18th century. His
What
theory,
the fuck?
He doesn't know. Don't try to look at him.
the English word mesmerize is actually derived from his name. The French were rocked by his theory, and even King Louis XVI ordered an investigation.
And Mesmer was also a fucking sham artist.
Yeah.
The theory of animal magnetism goes something like this.
Get beheaded.
A natural energetic transference between all animated and inanimate objects. He demonstrated that this energy could be manipulated. All living things.
Oh my goodness. You didn't shave today. Shave.
That's what Faraday proved.
It's like he made this video over a period of years.
All living things, including this tree, including
I think he only made it when his meds stopped working.
Who's holding the... Oh, it's a girl. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Of course, because remember, cute trumps reason.
Over there. Some people...
You know what? I'm gonna walk in front of a car. Watch this.
You know what? It's a fucking good thing that Nephilim Free doesn't look like this.
Oh Jesus! You just made me think. Don't do that. But I don't look like that. I'm a fat son of a bitch with big, thick Coke bottle glasses and a fat ass, and I haven't worked in 7 years. That's why I'm always on YouTube.
If a transference of energy from an animated object, you, can be passed on to an inanimate one, say a coin.
Yeah, it's amazing what can happen when there's a string. It's amazing what can happen when there's a string between that object and your other hand.
So in your body, build it up until you eventually release it at target.
White people really do fuck up Eastern shit, don't we?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. We fuck up every foreign thing that we find.
I bet Christianity wasn't even all that bad until white people started
Yeah,
doing
until
it,
white people got their hands on it.
What?
He just turned his balls white?
No, he just put a photo in GIMP and erased a section of it. Look. Book. Yeah.
Look at my tits.
The guy's name is Damien. That just
No, it's not.
Oh.
He may want it to be. Again, another crappy hairstyle.
As long as his hair is long enough for me to pull on, I don't give a shit.
Keep moving the energy from your balls to your head.
I can do that, and I don't even have to use my mind.
Balls, heart, head.
This is the laziest calisthenics I've ever seen.
When you've powered up.
Release. Too easy. Too easy.
You know what? I bet he does this right before someone is about to beat them up. Okay, 1 second. Wait. I gotta get my chakras in line.
Always begin performing any actual telekinesis. One of the most important things that you open your third eye.
The most important thing, Damien, is that you buy a fucking microphone.
Torian Zassardy says, and she was never heard from again.
There are 7 chakras in the human body. Each one is...
No, there aren't.
The root chakra, the spleen chakra.
Is there a white eye that he's pointing at, maybe?
Chakra, the heart.
The top chakra isn't in the human body, it's out of the human body. I actually know a little bit about chakras and shit because I used to be silly.
Yeah. I love that diagnosis. I used to be silly.
It's okay. I used to be a Christian.
Studies show that it's a more mystical tradition.
I used to be a baby.
The guru,
I'm just always been
but I grew out of it.
pineal gland to be associated with the psychic nerve, which works as the connecting link between both the physical world and the spiritual world. It is located on
You mean the universe is a dumpy-looking middle-aged white guy?
Your third eye.
Look at me, all this stuff is floating all around your head all the time.
Improving
the frickin' pineal gland again.
Astral projection, telepathy, and precognition.
That's terrifying.
The pineal gland is responsible for regulating
The pineal gland controls sleep. There you go.
hunger and sexual.
Wow, I didn't realize the whole drawing that Da Vinci did was so complicated.
This means that if one were able to manipulate the
Yeah, they used to leave out the dead trees when they put it in museums.
This important link with space and time that makes the third eye so important.
This is Jordan's best friend, by the way.
I was just thinking that.
Doing this simple exercise for about 10 minutes a day.
That's where he steals all this guy's stuff.
To predict the future.
That was the
currently
cover
in
of
a
that Tool album, wasn't it?
It's actually the same voice, you just have to speed up a bit.
This is how it regulates.
Shitty CG graphics by Bionic Dance.
The best time to do this
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
comfortable place in your home or garden where you know you will not be disturbed. Light a candle or some incense.
Why?
Sit with your back straight and place your hands in your lap. Breathe in a pranayama
Because if nobody's around to see it
Pick
do
your
it, you
nose.
can actually claim anything happened.
Let your mouth
Pick
hang
your
up.
psychic nose.
As you exhale, say,
Choose an Arabic
drag
word.
the word
for
out
someone
and really let it vibrate through you.
I feel better already.
I feel fucking energized as shit. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know.
You sure it wasn't that energy drink you just drank, CJ?
No, I think it's the beer.
Oh,
Hey, how
that'll
come
work
David
too.
Quinto is in that magic eye painting?
Hey, you leave him alone. He is fucking hot. You shut up.
Big muscle.
Hey, is this the guy who...
Your rectal prolapse, yes.
I know exactly what you were going to say.
No, I think that guy was attempting to lift him more.
Man, heaven looks fucked up. Look at that.
Yeah, look at their butts.
Heaven's an acid trip. Oh, yeah.
A never-ending one, too.
Using telekinesis to start.
Oh, shit, he scared me there.
Jump scare.
There's a diagram explaining how you can make a starter.
Oh.
Lights. Invest in lights.
Yeah, invest in paper.
Was that one of those things when you were in high school or junior high and you like have yellow and red
Yeah,
one and two?
Pick a color.
Love me.
R-E-D.
And then you open
Pick a
it up and
number.
it
Four.
says
1, 2,
no.
3, 4.
She hates your guts.
I made one of those recently, just for old time's sake.
I made one when I was in high school, and every answer was a doom prediction.
Oh, look, he's using air currents to move it.
That's impossible.
He must be using unobtainium.
Wow, we actually have. We're seeing
Transformium.
this. We're seeing this in stupid vision. Get the POV from him. This is what it's like to be one of these assholes.
He's blowing on it. And
Some of those work with either blowing on it.
It is
some
one of those
like,
things,
heat currents
look.
underneath it. Yeah, you just put your hands in, like the air current, but your
The
heat
air
will make it
currents
rise up
just
sometimes,
because
yeah.
it's resting on a needle
you guys
tip.
don't listen. He's blowing on it. That's why you can't see his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a complete and total con artist. He's selling new age bullshit, and using fucking magic tricks and more bullshit to get us to buy into it.
Oh, the force push. That should be good.
Oh,
Get
is he
on
gonna
here.
take-
Move in Jedi Knight, guys.
You've mastered this one. Then you're ready to move on to the force push.
Abby just told me I need to be
By the way,
quieter.
Star Wars do the force push.
She said you had to be quiet?
Quieter, yeah. Apparently it's
No.
not nice to be in the apartment.
Yeah, so that we did earlier.
Whatever. This is important.
Yeah, we're making fun of people on the internet.
I know.
What's more
Yeah.
important than that?
No,
That's
couldn't be
worth
more important.
ending a relationship, isn't it? Every Saturday I jeopardize my fucking marriage for this goddamn Scottish
Yeah.
prick, and look
And-
at what he's making me do.
And on a side note, I could be out having sex right now.
With who?
You could be goat
Anybody I
having sex?
want.
I heard goat in there. Maybe I'm just the only one that heard goat.
I heard go.
I've been drinking. That's what's going on.
Oh, this is the force push.
I said I could go out, and it came out.
Hey,
like
you
goat.
know what? Technically, that's illegal in England. Yeah, that's on a fucking string, you lying sack of shit. Black table, piece of string.
And it's only illegal
Blowing on it.
in between.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So does he actually sell stuff? Because he could be in a good market if he's selling this crap. But like, if he's not
He
selling
he probably has a website, more than likely.
yeah, with a couple of ads on it.
There's a reason you can't hear any sound, and that's because he's blowing quite hard.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't want the mic to pick it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
I
was
like the
cute.
delayed
God,
reaction
it
there.
fell
for that
over.
Do not troll this website. Do not tell him he has pretty eyes.
Do not go to markmovie.com and tell me he needs a good skull puppy.
And
Alright,
that
now
you
I'm
know
gonna
someone
critique his
will.
graphic design on his website.
That just ruined it all. Oh, there was a fantasy when I went to bed, but now it's fucking gone.
Now, isn't it nice that he let us know it's the end of the video?
Yeah, there's still at least 3 minutes left.
Of just the word end?
Maybe there's gonna be.
Oh my god, it's he fucking lied. He
Oh,
fucking
and
lied
PS.
about that.
Then you have achieved the rank of paperweight. That means
The rank of paperweight.
basic light objects like papers should be able to move.
I don't understand how you could sleep with a guy like this and not respect yourself in the morning.
I just want to know how I achieved
You
the
mean
rank.
and respect yourself in the morning?
You know what I mean. You would become the fuck you never mention ever again, ever to anyone ever.
No, it wouldn't that be like I came all over his face?
You are drunk. You are so drunk.
I can't be funny unless I am. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then tomorrow morning you're like, did I say I was going to come all over that guy's face?
And I'll be like, yep, I did.
Hey, CobraJones, can you turn up the volume so he can yell, I'm going to come all over that guy's face?
Well, just because his mic is muted doesn't mean that other people can't hear.
I have headphones on too.
Oh.
Okay. So only he was subjected to it.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Only I heard about your face coming.
Why isn't he done? We've seen other assholes doing this already.
Okay, Monkey Tail, we got a half hour left. Come on.
Yeah, and?
I already skull fucked him. I pulled his hair, smacked him around a bit, and told him to stop doing this.
It was
Well,
actually
it's
the
so
goat he did all this to, but he just pretended it was this guy.
Well, at least I'm having sex with someone.
Oh, this guy ain't just done yet.
Has a metal strip in it anyway, so you're already practicing at heavyweight.
By the way, CJ, it's your elixir.
I'm gonna start plucking out my eyelashes.
Metal weight.
Firefly.
Is that a band?
This is a. Oh, come on.
Okay. He's
That was my
going to
second
force
favorite
pull
move in Jedi Knight.
an empty can. Ready?
His
Okay.
girlfriend
Anyone want to know why he's? Anyone want to know why he's suddenly wearing a hat?
Because he's an MRA, and that's a fedora.
Because the microfilament wire is actually connected to the hat.
Yeah.
I would always put it behind my ear with a little bit of sticky
You
tack.
can put it behind your ear. Yeah, you put a little sticky tack there. It's kind of difficult to tell where he's placed it. Actually, he may have done the loop around again the way it's turning. But,
I just think his girlfriend's sitting there blowing on it.
Well, if I were him, I would want my girlfriend blowing me, but...
Yeah, the wire's on his.
Now he's got it between his
yeah, the
fingers.
wires are on his thumb. Are you joking?
Imagine how he could possibly
Are
be.
you kidding? Yeah, I mean, look at that. You can tell. You can draw the line where it's going between his two fucking hands.
Someone in the
Fuck
chat actually
this
visited
guy.
the website. They said, of course, this guy is a psychic store.
Yeah, I'm there right now too, and he has one. No, well, I have ad blocks, so I don't know if he has actual ads.
Oh, not again.
Hi.
Go away.
The children don't want to be around you anymore.
Oh, they have a forum.
Oh, do not troll that forum. But troll that forum, seriously.
Do not go to psychic.forummotion.com. You heard me. Psychicinvestigation.forummotion.com. Do not go there.
On his website, like I was making jokes about like the force push and shit. On his website, he has fucking Star Wars anagifs.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds like someone needs to contact Disney.
Ooh.
Yeah. No one fucking sues anybody quite like Disney. When the mouse gets your ass, you feel it for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Are we done?
I think we are done with this one.
Oh, thank you.
You notice he said with this one.
I know, that's what he always says.
Science of scams.
Hey, this is a debunking video. These aren't allowed.
Yeah, good point. This might be a debunking video. In which case, I might have got that by mistake.
Yay! Oh, I was really hoping it was going to be the last guy. Mark Mavis, or whatever his name is.
That would have been hilarious.
Hey, this is weird. We're watching YouTube. Watching YouTube.
Old YouTube.
I say, this is old YouTube.
You know what else? It would be
had
really
stars.
weird if the video was us doing a video on YouTube.
This, oof, this is a really old YouTube video, like.
Mm-hmm. How many views does it have? I can't tell. Oh, too late.
Too late, but it's from 2009.
Yes, he's going to make the pen move. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's impossible, isn't it?
I've
it's
done
not even a
that.
pen. Everyone can do that.
No, I've done it. I even made a video of it, and then I
Of
laughed.
how to do that
you?
trick?
This
Is
one
this
not
you?
me. This one is not me. No.
900,000 views.
Sucks at it though.
What do you
I
think?
wonder how many views it has now.
Okay, that tells me.
Yeah, this guy's a debunker.
Yeah, it's Darren.
He gonna debunk that bitch.
What's his name?
Darren Brown.
Is he still on?
Dan Brown?
Darren.
Oh.
Yeah, Darren Brown.
It's alright, we all have that problem.
And that may be the last one. No, I tell you, it's not.
Oh, fuck.
This is telekinesis under a glass bowl after much training.
Okay.
It's the same thing. We've watched this 10 times. Oh.
But this one's under a glass bowl.
I want that fucking Psywheel to come alive and kill him.
All of a sudden it makes itself into a little man.
Now this will be interesting if he manages to actually do something. Yes, we see it's a glass ball.
Very carefully placed glass bowl.
Now did you notice he blew underneath it to get it started before?
Yeah.
You might have done that, but you wouldn't even have to do that. It's like a little oil with the light going on it that creates heat, and the heat does a current thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's just admitted that the spinning is not part of it until now. Now it's stopped.
Yeah, you notice nothing happening?
Yeah.
To
what unconsciousness? The unconsciousness in the tinfoil?
Hello, I am the unconscious. I am the id of the.
And there's a light shining directly onto the bowl because you can see the shadow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look how fast! Yes, fast forward times 16 for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
He has really shitty psychic powers.
Yeah, you know what? If a glass can do it, what?
Is there a penny under the corner of it?
Can he explain why nothing was hitting it for two and a half minutes?
Of course not.
His cock isn't big enough.
Is it in yet? Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, you wouldn't need a penny. You can. My granddad used to have something like this, where it was a glass thing, and whenever you warmed it up, the thing inside spun around, and it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not air or anything.
Is
it's
it
just
paused? Did you pause it?
No.
This is really still the video?
Yeah, look, the clock's moving.
Nothing is happening.
It's moved slightly.
Did it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep, there it went.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got his hand on that, creating the pressure on that side, which is heating that side and slowly causing it to turn.
Oh. Wow. You know, I'm going to be dead by tomorrow morning because I just... Oh, wow.
Actually, I think what's actually happening is that the shadow of his hand is causing a cooler area within the bowl, which causes...
Here's the problem. We're being way too smart for this shit.
Well, that's always the case.
Moving it with his mind.
I think he's asking that for the power to compel it.
Moving tinfoil under a glass. You can't explain that.
He spoke to the fairies inside the tinfoil.
He's fast-forwarding it again.
I've been doing telekinesis now for 9 months.
By the way, my arm hurts. Yeah, like this.
On the barrier
He's Irish.
of trying to do it under a glass bowl.
What's Driver Man again?
I've done it. Done it a couple of times before now.
Angus, is this you?
A demonstration of what I have been able to get it to spin a lot.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Showed you. It does compress because it's not supposed to happen. There are a lot of people who debunk telekinesis with heat from the hands or just air currents in the room.
Is this you doing an Irish accent?
Well, even if I shake the desk a little bit,
Yeah, shake the desk to make it move. Way to go, Jim.
If it were him, there would be a beer in one of his hands.
And he would be sideways.
We haven't seen his left hand yet, so it could be 5 in the morning. We just started drinking.
A mixture of
I'm going to gnaw my fucking arm off.
my mind's eye with the intention for my subconscious mind to do it. And I'm also imagining...
You can't will your subconscious to do anything. It's your subconscious.
Okay. And whatever it is beyond that, whether it's chi energy or ki energy, as I think it's properly pronounced.
Alright, I'm getting out the meat cleaver. I'm gonna hack off his hand. I just fucking shut up or die or something.
There it is. There's Addy.
Just die. I'm gonna
Hey, I managed to make it to the end of the show without having a mental breakdown and yelling at Angus.
Okay, I want to shove him out of whatever story window he lives. Even if it's the first story. If it's the first story, then I'll jump after him and drag him. No, I'll drag him.
I'm gonna push you out your window. That'll show you.
I'm gonna drag him into the street and then just hold him there until somebody comes by and be like, "Bye," and then
throw him in front of a car.
Yes.
I can think of a lot more things.
Well, I could hold him underneath. I could fill his tub.
I would stand him up on railroad tracks, tied in such a way that his arm is in front of him, and have him try to stop the train. That's a test.
Use your key or whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I have no doubt whatsoever. Telekinesis is real.
Oh, this is a well-spent Saturday night, isn't it, buddy?
No doubt in my mind that thermodynamics is
everything is as it should be.
The world is spinning.
Nothing hidden anywhere, you know. Let's go.
Where are we going? What are you doing?
Some guy just
came inside touching the glass.
Yeah, that amazing trick we needed to prove that you didn't move it.
Yeah. Some guy just came into my house. He says he's called himself Atticus and he's going to drag me in front of a fucking car.
It's because there can't be air currents inside a bowl.
God, I want to do the disappearing pencil trick with him and that fucking eraser needle thing.
Want to see a magic trick? And ta-da! That's not a magic trick. The pencil went up into his eye. This is lame.
Yeah, that pencil is in his head. You're a bad clown. Boo!
What? That wasn't good enough for you? Hold on.
Make a balloon animal.
I don't do that.
I recognize that needle and
We need Venom Fang X to do it.
I recognize that rubber and that needle, or that thread.
Hey, I do too.
It's bus driver.
It's the bus driver.
Is it a short bus?
I can't believe we didn't say that earlier. Oh my god.
And he wasn't here for that. He didn't see the bus driver guy.
Tinfoil. So,
It is.
video.
It is the bus driver guy.
He's done with the
Your life is even more of a pathetic mess than I ever realized, sir.
All the kids on the bus are like, duh.
And your face is built a little bit like the gorilla soldiers from the original Planet of the Apes.
In fact, it's even more exciting than when I first began it, because now I know.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape!
What? It's definitely
I'm doing that wrong, but.
So,
This poor guy's life is crashing down around him because his little experiment didn't work.
this thing.
It moved a little bit. He again, he needs to take his tin foil and make a hat out of it, but you know.
That sounds for the night.
Yay!
We survived again.
Yay. I gotta get through one of these without drinking or murdering somebody.
What's the fun in that?
Yeah,
That's a good
Because
point.
we all go out and just drink and murder people.
Well, folks, I guess I've run out of material. There's only so many talking heads you can get to say they can move a bit tinfoil.
And we maintained 40 viewers the entire time.
Did we really?
I also
Yeah.
went through all the crackpots in just the time I was here. God knows what you guys were talking about before I got here.
That guy was
I guarantee you, with a show that's 4 hours long, it's basically the same video over and over again. Literally.
And occasionally we will get Nikki.
Occasionally we will get Nikki. Or occasionally there'll be the Disease Dick or the Hip Hop Wizard of Arizona
Hello,
or
Ghosty.
Oh.
Come here.
That's tight.
You see these swirly things? They're just swirly things.
You
Thanks for the
shall
20
not
bucks.
dance! What?
Okay. So next week we've got Steve Shives coming back.
Coming back for a second time.
I'm surprised he wants a second helping. God help you, Steve.
He's
Oh wait, there's no
aching
God.
for a break-in. Well, remember his previous show got eaten alive by YouTube, I think, or something. I can't remember.
No, it was a drunken Scotsman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might have been a drunken Scotsman that got it. Yeah, so it's Steve Shives, and the topic next week will be Bible Man.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
And it was difficult, but I managed to find 4 hours worth of videos from Bible Man.
Oh my God in heaven.
There's no God.
I take back my yes. I just realized it's 4 hours of Bible Man.
I'm gonna love it. An excuse to get drunk and talk about shooting people in the back of the head.
Yeah, get drunk before the show this time. No more of this slow build where you don't reveal your true self until the very end of the show.
No, my true self is not brought out by drunk. And the thing is, oh, all right. We got as long as Steve drinks. I hope he does.
This is Steve we're on about.
Yeah, I know he's gonna. I got a 12-pack of Yingling, and then he drops in a Jaeger bomb.
So, yeah, our guest host could be CobraJones, and I know too many CJs.
Thank you, CobraJones.
Thank you.
I love you all.
Thank you, Firefly, for
Thank you.
For stuff.
I love you all.
We love you too.
The link for
I don't make red-headed jokes about me.
It's okay. You got awesome toys.
I do.
That's why
that aren't made of rubber.
You're alright. Next week, I don't think we have any redheads to take the piss out of you for.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched them.
I've watched. I don't think there are any redheads.
And even if there are, they'd probably be young kids. So I'm
like that'll stop him.
Nothing stops him.
But okay, so I guess we're done for tonight.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. I love you all.
See ya.
I don't know how to love.